Préparez-vous, le néant arrive. Les gens ne se trompent point, de la peur il se nourrit. Ô grand guerrier, je prie pour ta vie. À chaque eau, le soleil faiblit. Fuyez mes amis, le néant est ici. Ah, ah, Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit. Si loin dans le silence, on entend ses cris. Par-delà les terres, son nom fait frémir. Préparez-vous, le néant arrive.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to the finale of Red Jenny. We are so excited to be here. I'm starting out really low key so we can like ramp up from here as we go. Because, like we talked about, or like Van mentioned at the beginning of the stream about being nervous, I'm incredibly nervous for all of this to wrap up and to see where this ends. But welcome for the finale, episode 69. Nice. Thanks for joining us here today.
We did it, motherfuckers. We've been talking about it for weeks.
We've been playing
If
this
you
shit
are-
for the longest.
And we said we're gonna finish this on
We
69.
even said that if things went too long, we were gonna play it off like, yeah, this is 69 part 2 and gaslight all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did it perfectly.
We didn't even have to do any gaslighting. You're welcome. If you didn't join us for
the night's
first...
still young.
That's fair. If you haven't joined us for the first 68 episodes and change of this, what are you doing here? Go watch those on our YouTube. You're gonna be very confused. But I guess welcome, have fun, join us. We're playing the Dragon Age TTRPG. The last time we'll ever be playing this system on this channel, if I have anything to say about it. And we're very excited for all of this. I'm just going to do a brief announcements right now, and we'll get going to introductions to get started, because we got a lot to get through today. So only other show we've got going on the channel right now is on Saturdays, Hearts of Stone, where we play the Blades in the Dark TTRPG. You can join us for that. Like I said, Saturdays at 3 o'clock Eastern time. We're kind of like in a bit of a kind of last stretch for that game too, because I do all my finales in a very short period of time. So come join us for that. That one's probably still a ways out, but still.
And synergy.
Come join us for that game on Saturdays, and fear not, we will be back with more streams at this same time and place going forward. We talked about it last week. I talked about it on Saturday, but I'll go ahead and say again, we are going to be moving on to playing a Fistful of Darkness, doing a Western inspired post-apocalyptic RPG. I don't remember the publishing company that makes that game, but I will have that for our first session next week. Which we are not going to be playing that next week, actually. We are going to be playing A Quiet Year for probably the next, I'd imagine, 2 to 3 weeks.
Month.
We're going to be doing a full run of The Quiet Year because this is a post-apocalyptic setting. And it really ties in very perfectly with the themes. And oh no, camera shifted. We're good. Okay, they only shift on my end.
Don't preemptively cause problems for me, okay?
They shift on my end, so I just wanted to. wasn't sure.
Whoa.
Anyway, the themes of The Quiet Year and kind of how that all works ties in really perfectly with the system, and so we're creating kind of our own setting for this because I didn't really like the Weird West setting of Fistful of Darkness. So join us for that for the next couple weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun, super chill. And I'm very excited.
I did look up the publisher of the game, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh.
It's TSC space TSC Worldwide Productions, like CC probably.
Okay.
CC Worldwide Productions.
Yeah,
made it.
Interesting. There we go.
And I can shout them out after you said you don't like their setting.
Again, I love the system. I just wasn't really a fan of the. I wanted to do some more fantasy, so this was my this is our compromise. So anyway, join us for that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn things over to my lovely players here to do their introductions, talk about who they are, what they do on and off the channel, and who they're playing for the last time tonight. Starting with Van.
Hello, my name is Van, and you can find me on the internet at Van But Wilder, wherever you can find people on the internets. Mostly I'm just hanging out in the Discords and streaming here on this channel a couple times a week, Mondays and Saturdays, and maybe for some more stuff in the future. We shall see, but very excited. We have 2 new games coming up that I get to play in, and I'm just so ecstatic. And tonight, for the final time, I will be playing Venin Asan Valerian, the Elven Marksman Ranger, and the only rogue in the party.
Going back to the beginning.
You brought it back. Full circle. Hey, I'm Christine Sid. You can find me on the internet at Greek Sid, but we have a lot to do, so I don't have something else for you to do instead of looking up my defunct social medias. You can find me here on Mondays and Saturdays, and if you'd like to jump in on a new game, we have our premiere of Red Haven with the Heart system over on twitch.tv/High Shelf Collective. There's some familiar faces over there. RG's in that game, and friend of the channel, Doc, is running it. I'm very excited, and I already have my friend Larry the Stag Beetle. It's plastic, I promise. So yeah, come check that out at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow. But tonight, for the last time, I will be playing Yasmira Maras, the Kunari Shadow Assassin the only rogue in the party.
Oh, it's my turn. Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-biased and best friend on the internet. You can find me on the social media as WALE132, just like the cute little Disney robot. Search them up, and you can find out the things that I'm in, the things that I do, and the things that I love. Tonight, for the last... You loved that one, didn't you? Tonight, for the last time, I am playing Garrus, the Elven Grey Warden duelist bard, who is also the only rogue in the party. You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
I did all of that muted. All right. Hello, internet, and hi, mom. It's me. It's the Sita. You can find me at most places on the internet at Mr. Welt. Check out the spelling below because it will annoy you. You can also find me at John.Sita on Instagram. Come look at pictures of food. I take pictures of food. It's yummy. And tonight, for the last time, I'll be playing one Andros Philippe Bastille de Cartier, also known as Carter, the human arcane warrior necromancer. And I swear there's like 20 mages in this group. It's nothing special.
Hi everyone, I'm Val. If you saw my spirit just break a minute ago, it was because G redeemed a NPC name in the chat, and I just had to rename the one and only new NPC I was going to be introducing for this finale to that. Thanks, G. So
Well done, G.
Look forward there. So yeah, thank you, G. You can find me the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I am mostly just here playing games a few days a week. I may be in a one shot on Wednesday. I can't really confirm whether I'm gonna be or not. I'm still waiting to hear. I was hoping I might hear something from my producer right now, but they're playing Marvel Rivals, so probably won't get that for another 10 or 15 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, that's me, and that's what I do. Are y'all ready to get started? Alrighty. Previously on Red Jenny, I'm going to recap the entire campaign right now.
Great.
No, I'm not. I thought about doing that, decided against it. Already had to do too much writing for the epilogue. Previously on Red Jenny, the Battle of Osley concluded. Your confrontation with the Archdemon reaching its climax as the beast was severely wounded, flew off into the city over the armies of Darkspawn still waiting in the wings to attack the Wardens and the gathered armies of Thedas that had laid siege to their encampment. Garahel bid you all farewell, wishing you luck on your objective as you noticed one of his Griffin riders taking off away from the battle and west of the city. He gave a passioned plea for you to ensure that this was ended as he took off aback Crooky Tail with his remaining Grey Warden Griffin riders for the final confrontation of the Fourth Blight. However, the four of you had a more dire task to attend to as you chased Venom and Yasmira on Wyvernback, chasing after this Griffin rider. You arrived at a barn outside the city where you saw Faye, one of the disciples, entering into an alluvian, a fractured alluvian inside this barn. As she did so, the alluvian exploded across the barn, fracturing into pieces. As the others arrived outside of this barn, you quickly began your work to reassemble this alluvian with the very fragments that you still carried in your pockets from your escapades at the White Tower many years ago. You were able to enter into the alluvian, into the crossroads once again, another place you had not been in some time, where you encountered Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds, who first gave you your prophecies and the actions you would have to undertake to ensure the prosperity of Thedas. She gave you some cryptic warnings and some words of inspiration that though you take on a heavy burden and that you may not be the last to carry this burden, it is still important nonetheless, and the actions that you have taken protect all of Thedas. She led you to the alluvion that Faye had exited the crossroads through, and you stepped out into a semi-familiar landscape, entering into the Vimark Mountains, just east of Orlais, along the southern or the northern coast of the Waking Sea, where you could see the city of Kirkwall to the south of you. However, the Grey Warden stronghold that was your objective, that you knew the disciples were heading towards to enact some sort of ritual with the sleeping Darkspawn Corypheus, former Magister, you steadied yourselves and began your trek towards the fortress. And I'm going to go ahead and change our music. So, the four of you still, I imagine, a little exhausted, maybe from the battle. You've taken some potions and done your best to recuperate after the Battle of Osley, but this all being merely an hour or so since you left the battlefield. You venture through this rift, this chasm in the Vimark Mountains to the north, where after rounding this ridge, coming over this this lift, the apex of this path, this roadway that leads through the Vimark Mountains, you can see an ancient Grey Warden structure in the distance. Knowing it Grey Warden by the banners that fly overhead, this impressive monument, this oubliette constructed here in the side of the mountain, seemingly more ancient than many of the structures that you have encountered in your many travels. As you approach the exterior of this fortress, you encounter a grisly sight. The bodies of Grey Wardens, fresh corpses, blood still drying on the sand underneath this moonlit sky. You see near a dozen Grey Warden soldiers laying butchered across the ground. From the sight of this carnage, you imagine they must have died not within the last, I would say sometime in the last like 6 to 8 hours. But still fresh nonetheless. The doors to the fortress hang open, and you see burning torches and sconces within. However, as you approach these bodies, there is a shifting and then a coughing of like a retching almost off to the side as you see one of the bodies stirring.
Run over to him.
Yeah, I'll go over there.
Okay. You see a young Grey Warden soldier currently like face down in the dirt. You steady him. You see pooling blood underneath him as you turn him onto his back. He is clutching at his stomach, rather nasty looking slash across it. Looks like he's lost a lot of blood. He's very pale.
Would a potion help? Or is he too far gone?
No, I mean potentially a potion would keep him from dying right now.
I can
certainly
give him one of my lessers.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll give him one of my lessers.
He kind of like, as you turn him over, he kind of coughs and like looks a bit jarred, like he maybe like was semi-conscious at the point where you have moved him. He suddenly like groans in pain and blinks his eyes in surprise to see the four of you. As you bring the potion to his lips and he drinks, he's Who are you? What are you doing here?
You wouldn't believe us if we told you.
Your
let's-
lucky day, buddy.
He
Yeah,
like
wake
reaches
the
down
fuck
at
up,
his wound. He
Warden.
gets-
It's time to get up.
he
Wake
reaches
the
down
fuck
his
up, Warden. We've got a city to burn. That's the wrong video game.
his wounds seem to
Imagine
ache
Venom in
less as he
Cyberpunk.
kind of like reaches down to his stomach, and the slash like that has mostly like closed up is no longer actively bleeding as he drinks this potion. He says, "You're not with the others, are you?"
No, we are, in fact. Fine, I'll tell you. We're on a secret mission from Garahel. Again, I told you you wouldn't believe us if we told you, so.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us what the
one
hell
I've
happened
ordered
here
this
and where the fuckers who did this went.
I'm sorry, you said Garahel's the one that ordered you here?
Yes, our commander received orders from Garahel to watch the prison, ensure that none entered.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yes.
Yep, that does.
It was suspicious for a second, but
Mhm.
now that you've said that, that makes total sense, actually.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
I don't really know when it happened, but shortly after nightfall, we thought wardens approached. They killed everyone.
Well, we're going to kill them.
They entered the prison, and then another one came through here about an hour ago.
Super hot, but also wearing gray Warden armor.
I didn't get a good look at her. My face was in the dirt, but sure.
Probably Faye.
They went in. That one went inside, and then about maybe half an hour ago, they all left.
Which direction?
They went. Hold on, I have to remember. They went west. Took the road. There's a pathway that leads towards the retreat. They went that direction. I caught a few words as they left. One of them said something about sacrifice. I don't know if that means anything to you, but
What could they be?
Did they take anyone with them?
no.
How many left?
4.
Mm-hmm. Dolman, Faye.
There are 4 of them.
Brilliant.
There are 4 of them? Okay.
Yeah, there are 4 of them. So he wasn't with them when they left.
For context too, he mentioned the retreat. You would know, I think especially Garrus would know, but maybe some of the rest of you, if Garrus shared this information, or if you picked it up from one of the other wardens that you are in close contact with. The retreat is the name of the cave. So if you remember at your time at Chateau Hein, east of Cumberland, at the chateau there, that estate, they discovered a network of caves underneath the chateau. This massive, expansive caves down there. About 2 years ago, so a couple years after you discovered it, Isaiah had worked on excavating, kind of preparing this area for like kind of an in cases of emergencies situation. About a year ago, Kirkwall was overrun by Darkspawn. They abandoned the city, and most of the citizenry have been living out of this network of caves they refer to as the retreat.
The retreat. I know what that is. It's over in Kirkwall. There's a series of tunnels over there that they probably ran to there. Why? I don't know. I mean,
He just said sacrifice. They're gonna kill everyone.
oh yeah, that's true.
We might want to beat them there.
Yeah,
They're sitting ducks.
yeah. How are we gonna get there?
I don't know, but I think we need to see what the inside of this prison looks like.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they fucked it up and he's still in there.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's
Right?
true. Yeah, maybe we will get lucky. I mean, this pretty much been the the definition of her entire career, really.
Hmm, that is certainly true.
That
Wait,
is
so
right.
they had to get in. They had to have blood of the archdemon.
And so the way Garahel explained it to you is that the prison, that the containment for Corypheus is essentially a series of seals. Like this prison has like a central like chamber that Corypheus is contained in, and there's a number of these like barriers that you have to pass through to get in there. The barriers themselves are permeable to enter, but nothing can leave. The only way you can leave is either would be through conducting this specific ritual in order to pass through them. And they needed the blood of this archdemon to essentially bypass these barriers so that they would be able to enter, do whatever Reyes was planning on doing with Corypheus, and then be able to leave.
So we already know that it worked because they left.
Because they left. They went inside and then they left. Yeah.
Okay.
And we don't know
He
the ritual.
didn't leave with them.
There was only 4 of them.
So Corypheus didn't leave with them, but maybe it was, I don't know, being carried?
Oh, it's fully possessed, one of them.
That's also true. That could also be, the case. My money is on, the leader. He probably got possessed.
Reyes.
All right.
I mean, he is a maze. So, but anyway, we should get
Either
going to
way,
the-
we need to go save these people because they're going to slaughter them.
Yeah.
How are we going to get to Kirkwall?
I mean, why not we use the same way we got here?
We
So
sent...
you're not going to Kirkwall, you're going to
Hold up.
Chateau Hind, specifically
Chateau Hind,
like
Chateau Hind.
outside of
Chateau Hind.
Cumberland.
There it is.
It's not that far from here. Maybe about. I mean, there's. He pointed out the road. It would probably be close to 5 or 6 hours on foot.
and
And
they've
as
got
far
a
as
half-hour head start. Did
They
they
have a
go
half.
on foot?
well, they yeah. So yeah, he mentions that they went on foot.
Do you have any horses whatsoever?
None here. Maybe down at the city, but the garrison that's posted at Kirkwall.
Shit.
We better get going then.
I can't fly all of us.
You don't even have a way to fly.
We had to send him off.
Oh,
we
that's
can
right,
bring
send
him
him
through.
away.
Yeah.
Send him away.
Yeah. All right, we better get going.
Horses it is.
Mhm.
Well, we don't have any right now. We'd have to.
So you have
Yeah.
2 options. You could make the trek down to Kirkwall. Probably take you about an hour and a half or so to get down there, get some horses, and then try to catch them on foot. With the time difference of the time it's going to take you to get down there, find horses, get back, versus going on foot, might not make much of a difference.
If it's not gonna make a difference, then we should just go.
Let's just hoof it.
Yeah. From what he told you, they were on foot too. So, okay. So, you leave this warden.
Give him some rations and just make sure he has a place to rest
At
up,
least
I guess.
dress his wounds up a bit. Dress his wounds and keep him
Yeah.
up, right?
You help him a little bit. You have to move quickly, so you don't have a lot of time. As you're tending to him, he says, "I'm sorry. What are your names?"
Oh, I'm Gaddis. That's Yasmira. That's Vanin. And over...
You can just call us the Friends of Red Jenny.
Or that too, yeah. The friends of Red Jenny.
Right. I will let the rest of the garrison know that you were here and get them here to ensure that they didn't do anything untoward in the prison and send them after you towards the retreat.
Good.
My name is Shank, by the way.
Shank?
Tender.
Shank, you said?
Is it a family name?
Is
Shank
that,
Tender,
what the-
yes.
Shank
Yeah.
Tender. Is,
Kind of
so-
ironic considering I got stabbed, but it wasn't
I
very
wasn't going
tender.
to say anything, but since you brought it up, it is kind of
Yeah,
ironic.
like that is a family name. That's not a nickname. You did say yes when they asked.
And
if
it's
a
also
family
you
name.
were stabbed in your shank in your butt, so it's like
I was stabbed in the stomach, not yeah.
no, you got a stab wound right there on your butt, buddy.
All right. I'm leaving all
I-
now.
Okay, yes.
I apologize.
This man just lost. He's like amongst like 11
All
dead
of his-
friends.
All of these
Maybe
people
let's
were
not
my
do too many
best
jokes.
friends. I have 3 weddings to go to in the next 6 months.
Regardless, he's
God.
surrounded by a bunch of dead bodies. And I feel
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
for him.
Let's give the guy.
Yeah.
Let's give that guy
I
a
was
break.
2 of their best men.
Yeah, of course.
These
All right, come on, let's go. Our words are cutting too deep here.
Thank you, Chi. The 4 of you take off down the path from here. You see, it's pretty well trod. You imagine when they were evacuating Kirkwall, this is the route that they took the refugees along to make it to the chateau, towards the retreat. It's a massive cave system, like I said. So it enters the chateau. There's 2 entrances. Shank explains this to all of you before you leave. There's 2 entrances. One at Chateau Hein, which kind of went through like the Undercroft there. They broke through some walls and were able to find this cave system. The exit to which actually comes down like closer to the base of the cliffs, at the probably about like 10 miles east of the city. Like I said, it's a massive cave system. So you don't have to go all the way to the chateau as you follow this path. It's about maybe like halfway there. As you are approaching the next, I imagine you're all like booking it, like moving very quickly up the road. Anyone, probably Venom, taking any time to like track, to look at footprints,
Yes.
anything, you can see signs of recent movement through here. I'm like Legolas, you look down and scratch at the dirt. Aragorn, I think you look down, scratch at dirt, and you say, 4 Orcai moved through here not but half an hour ago.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mordecai,
If only we still had a dwarf here that struggled to keep up, y'all would just be the fellowship.
We really would.
Yep.
As you are rushing along through the tree cover, about like 3 hours, a very like quick a quick pace later, you see a light, like that is like, at first you think it might be dawn, like the sun is beginning to rise. It's coming filtering through the trees and the branches ahead of you, and it is coming from the 2 things that are giving you the impression that is not, though, are: one, it is coming from the east, or coming from the west, and the other that it is a deep shade of green. As you move through the tree line, you actually come to a ridge, like a cliff that looks down towards the rocky shores below. But in the distance, like along the switchback of cliffs, you see one juts out from the rest, and directly above that, in the night sky, you see this swirling vortex of green light beginning to form, like a tornado that is slowly coming to touch down towards the earth.
Oh, that is not good.
Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Arthur, any idea what that is?
Nothing pleasant, perhaps. Do you remember that sweet candy that we got in the square of Val Royeau? It was fluffy like a cloud. I believe it was.
Candy?
Yeah. Do you think that?
No, I don't think that's what that is.
Then it's probably not good.
Okay, well, I appreciate you trying to make me feel a little better.
And Carter
It didn't work,
just
but I appreciate the gesture.
sniped my campaign hook that Reyes is trying to turn Thetis into Candyland.
This is how A Crown of Candy and Thorns
Yeah.
starts.
There you go.
Not taking the time to like theorize too much, you continue to rush in the direction of where you see this light forming.
Guys, what if we just like went home? Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't think anyone would find that funny, actually. And I find most things funny.
It would just be, I know it wouldn't be funny. It would just be, we just went home. They just left in the middle of it. Anyway, I'm just trying to add levity because we're going into, search.
Can you add levity and run? at the same time?
I am running and adding levity. I'm just nervous. Ooh.
You gotta run faster.
Shadow
You start to naturally slow down when we talk. Come on.
As you rush for the next, it takes you about another like 10 or 15 minutes as you're very quickly but carefully make your way around the edge of these cliffs towards that ridge that you saw that juts out from the surrounding cliff faces. You begin to see like streaks of light through that green vortex, fractures beginning to form, and you see images of like those hanging rocks and that otherworldly landscape that you have seen before, like images of the Fade that open and close as quickly as they open as you are rushing up to this cliff. As you make your final approach,
it really is a prequel.
Ascending to this ridge, you hear voices carry in the wind, like a squall beginning to pick up along these cliffs. You see more of those tendrils of light actually coming down like in the distance towards the ridges of the mountains, almost looking like they are like burrowing down into the rocky caves below. Atop this ridge, as you make your final approach, now close to 40 or 50 yards off, you see 4 figures standing at the apex of this ridge. You see the shapes of who you assume Brila, Domin, Faye, and Reyes. One at the center that you assume Reyes, incanting loudly, arms raised, summoning this ritual.
Can we get a shot off from here?
Let me finish narrating and then maybe. Around them, you see something else. There are 4 obelisks, these like constructed black stones of obsidian, carved with intricate rune work that stand at the corners of this ritual. This platform itself seeming constructed well in advance of this ritual. As you are rushing up, you see the one Reyes still chanting, the other 3 having noticed your approach from a fair ways off at this point, standing like in preparation, and you hear a voice calls out to you across the wind, Reyes speaking and saying, "It's too late. The ritual has begun. I will open the door to the Golden City once again. And we will know how to end this blight forever."
Hey, Reyes. We brought with us the only mage on the planet that I think has kicked your ass before. Welcome him back.
This does not need to be a battle.
Oh no, it's going to be a battle because
You're nuts, right?
Yeah, and not for nothing, I've been out of the vengeance game for a very, very long time. But you just fucking killed over a dozen of our warden brothers.
A small price to pay for the future of all living
okay. I'm
beings.
the most powerful mage. I know the architect. The ends justify the means. Are you actually looking at what you're doing out there?
It is a shame you are not able to understand.
What's the point of figuring out how to cure the Grey Wardens if you kill them all first?
And don't give us any kind of excuse, oh, I have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. No, not this time.
Then no more excuses. You die here, and we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Good luck.
Hell yeah.
All right, I
good
pre-rolled
rolls there.
initiative for them because fucking hell, they have a lot of
course
abilities
you
that I
did.
needed to keep track
Oh,
of.
yeah.
So I'm gonna y'all keep your numbers for a second. I'm gonna add them to the tracker.
Oh,
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Was he genuinely surprised to see Carter?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because for a long time there, before we were dealing with a bunch of other shit, they were kind of keeping their thumb on us a little bit, kind of
yeah.
keeping tabs on us for a while.
I think we'll play that out in combat because I imagine that
Yay.
Carter's gonna get up in Reyes' face at some point. So let's
It
let's
would
see how
suck if
that.
it would suck if I
Let's
said that cool
go.
thing for my bro, and then they were like, "Yeah, we fucking knew."
Yeah, we knew the whole time. Faye told us, actually. Like, she's been keeping
Yeah,
track
like
of
Faye
all
told us.
Faye told us.
She's
They just like,
Faye's,
Alright.
Faye's. I don't remember what her power set is at all, but in my brain, she's been like disguised as the iguana.
Oh
The whole
no!
time.
Yeah, you're gonna
Is
get
it
back
Mr.
and
Twinkle
Reggie's-
Toes the
She was
whole
Mr.
time?
Twinkletoes.
it's just Faye in an iguana Kigurumi, and none of
Yeah.
us.
None of us
tuned in.
realized
None of us
it.
noticed. We were too busy.
No.
Um,
Now thinking back on it,
yeah, we cut back to what in prior seasons was clearly just an iguana there, and we cut to flashbacks that are
It's
Faye and
Reggie's got a
lizards.
full-grown woman hanging on his shoulders.
Yeah. All right.
This whole time, that's just been Reggie's girlfriend.
all right. Garrus, what would you roll?
Got a 17.
All right. Carter.
19.
Okay. Venom.
26.
Damn!
All right. Yaz.
21. I thought that was good.
I have a plus 10.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
And I rolled a 556.
Damn.
Well, the good news is I'm not gonna have to do all my NPCs in a row.
I
so
freaking. I
that's-
wish this wasn't the game I always went first in. I don't know why I did this to myself. I hate going first.
Okay, I think I got everybody on the tracker. So it's gonna be Ven, then Faye, Brila, then Yaz, Carter, Garrus, Reyes, Doman. Okay. My boy Doman is not fast. All right. Venom, start us off. Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna move us to our final battle
map.
screen.
Yes.
We're not doing an official battle map again because I
No,
don't
everybody's
deal with
gonna want a
differentials and
reminder
everything.
of the wonderful art that you did
Yeah.
for our mortal enemies.
I did these so long ago. Like I had to dig through my iPad to find these.
Your chat. I'll give
Um,
you a zoomed in view.
Punch his face.
All right. Oh, I can get rid of us off the board. He's not here. All
He's not
right.
here. See if I can
Venom,
move that.
what you got?
Over there. I'll move it in a second, chat. Sorry, I have to go first in combat. Can I get just a really brief rundown of our
Description? Yeah.
surroundings?
So it is essentially this jutting rock formation that comes out from this cliff. That is where the ritual is taking place atop. The four of you are like ascending this ridge. You're probably no more than like 10 yards away from the 10 or 15 yards away from the like perimeter of this ritual space. It's a stone platform with these four obelisks at the end. It's going to be channeling this energy. The four of you can be kind of positioned however you want. I assumed our melee folks kind of towards the front. Right now, Reyes is at the center of this platform, and between him and all of you are the remaining three. So I can kind of like position the three of them and Reyes back here.
Okay. In theory, there's like at least a couple things I can hide behind, though. But
Yeah. I mean, there are each of these obelisks, and we'll say like there's some jutting rock formations and stuff too that you could get behind. I mean, they're gonna know you're there, but you can get some cover. So
Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to. Cause I'm gonna try to out the gate pull a backstab. So I will. I guess that's my minor action to move. It's removing. I forget that's a thing. to sort of get around some of these like jutting rocks, so I'm not just like out in the open, because that's not where I do my best work. And then I use a major action to do a backstab. Who do you guys want me to get?
I just figure we're gonna face each
Are we
other,
gonna
right?
face our own?
I thought
Either that or we focus fire on
Reyes?
dipshit because
I mean,
he's the
I'm
one
gonna-
doing the ritual. He
I'm
says
gonna
it already
push
began, but if we focus fire and take this bitch out, then boody.
I mean, I can fight Doman because that dude is gonna hit hard, and well,
Yeah.
I'm a tank, so I'll take on
I
Doman.
think Reyes is the one that scares Venom the most.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go for Reyes.
Okay. Make
So-
your attack against Reyes.
Well, he's got to do a thing.
Oh,
Got to do
yeah.
perception seeing
Perception seeing.
as opposed to my stealth dexterity,
Okay.
which I'll have you know is very good.
Yeah.
I know
probably
it shocks. It's real shocking. I think that might be my best stat. Actually. It is. It's stealth.
Okay.
$24.
Okay, you succeed.
Yee.
Okay, so my attack.
Stab that back.
I get +2 to my attack. It's pretty good. There's a double in there. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
With 4 stunt points.
All right.
So for my 4 stunts, I would like to look at my little list of things that I can do here. So for one of them, obviously, we're gonna. Does he have armor? He's got
Yes.
mage shit, probably.
Yeah. He's wearing full plate armor.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Okay. So we'll do 1 for pierce armor,
Or sorry, heavy mail, not plate. Yes, pierce armor.
which becomes penetrating
Okay.
for me. So I ignore armor. I don't have to seize the initiative because I go first. So with my other
You could perforate,
3,
which lets you make another backstab.
Yeah, that's true. Perforate, I like the attack. Okay, I will. Oh, something else I can do for 1 is the real question. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do. Okay, so pierce armor for 1, which goes through. I'll do perforate, which is gonna let me do a second backstab attack that doesn't generate stunt points. But on this one, I will also, because I can do it for 1. I will do knock prone, and as a marksman, that means that I have to find it. It's in 1, because he also gets pushed. Yes. Okay. So my knock prone I can do for 1 instead of 2. He gets pushed straight back 2 yards, and then he gets knocked down.
Okay.
So he gets shoved and knocked on his ass. So I'll do the damage for this one. Which
All
is
right.
gonna be
He is immune right now to being moved. So
that's-
he does not get moved from that stunt.
so he gets knocked over.
He cannot
That's-
be moved or knocked over. So
Well,
yeah,
is it?
he's-
That's why I was asking. Is it both?
he rotates a little in the air and then
Ah,
rights
okay.
himself. He's suspended by arcane power currently.
That's fine. I tried.
And he does still get to add half his armor rating to the penetrating damage.
Okay.
Heavy armor master.
That cheater.
Hmm.
So
Does
22
that count with
damage.
all damage?
Mm-hmm.
Even
Any
like
penetrating.
poison damage?
Any penetrating damage, he gets to add his armor to.
Bitch.
So that is so you have it at 22. You said. Okay, so 22 minus 6 is going to be 16.
And then I get a second attack.
All right.
It's gonna hit. I feel. 25.
Hits.
Okay. Yeah. Damage. 15 for that one.
All right. So
Unless a
9.
Silverite rune works on him.
No, he's not a dark spawn.
That would be some very interesting information. to have.
Wild. That would be a.
What if you're like, actually?
That would be crazy. But nope, it does not seem to affect him any differently.
And
You
that's
fire
my,
the two.
And that's my turn, and I did it all right, and I didn't get confused or panic.
Did great. You
Proud
fire
of
the 2 arrows. They hit. He kind of like spins in the air again, like almost grabbing onto the air around him to hold himself in place as he's suspended by this arcane power. But the arrows like sink into him. You see the other 3 like look up at him with look of concern as he takes this damage. He grunts through the pain, looks down, and says, "I'm fine. Deal with them."
He's not fine.
All right.
I shot him
Venom,
really good.
Venom, that is your turn.
Yep.
All right. Faye is going to go. She's going to run straight up on your ass to attack you.
Bye.
She pulls out twin daggers or she already had them out, but she runs up in your direction with her minor action, and she's going to make her attack. Let's
It's been so long since something just rolled an attack against me.
see. That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that is. Is she getting doubles? Well, actually, she did generate 1 stunt point. I imagine. Did you move off from the group, or are you still?
Yeah, no,
next
I
anyone?
went to hide behind the rocks.
You okay? So you moved behind the rocks. So you're not next to anyone. So
Yeah.
you can't
I
do-
specifically said I'm gonna use my minor action to move
Okay.
because I remember.
She is going to.
So if she's gonna come around here and fight me, she's gonna have to 1v1 me.
Yeah. So has to do that against 2 targets. So she can't do that against you. All right. She is going to threaten you.
She's probably the one I'm the least afraid of.
Okay. Yeah. So you need to make a willpower self-discipline test against her strength intimidate.
Come on.
Tower of Will.
Tower of Will.
Watch me roll 3 ones. That'd be really funny, actually.
Watch me
That would
whip.
be funny.
No. Sorry, Faye. Oh, I can't fucking do math.
It's a professional hazard around here.
22?
You succeed.
Woo.
All right.
Tower of Will, baby.
You are not threatened, so you can attack. If you had lost, you would have had to attack her on your next turn. However, she's going to just go ahead and do her damage to you. That is going to be 16 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Not armor piercing though. Not perfect.
Not piercing. No, she didn't get a pierce armor stunt. She's then going to do an. Let's see. No, she had to use her melee to move to. She had to use her minor action to move to you, so she can't do a minor action. So that's it for her turn.
Ow, she stabbed me.
Brila's turn.
Ah, jealous of Brila, are we? I say to her face since I'm not threatened.
She just go ahead and bust this out. Yeah. Brila begins to sing.
Oh, Garrus didn't know. Garrus didn't
She
know
is
she was
going
a
to-
She
bard.
knows. She knows. She knows.
She is going to use her Song of Captivation
Bitch, I was gonna do that.
Garrus
Uh,
didn't know.
against
Oh, Garrus is so infected right
Garrus doesn't know.
against
now.
Yasmira.
Doesn't know.
Oh,
Yasmira, you need to make a willpower self-discipline against her communication performance.
oh.
Uh-oh.
I have a new rune.
Uh-huh.
I have a 6 in willpower now.
Ooh. Never mind, I'm not worried at all.
I am also a Tower of Will! Whoa!
And you're as tall as a tower.
Triple fives.
You are a tower.
5, 10, 15 plus 8 is a 23.
23 succeeds. You are not captivated. right now. She will maintain.
You're a little
song.
pitchy, dear.
Oh,
She just grimaces as she
Oh.
continues to sing, and
wait, this is the
she
perfect
will-
time for that sick burn from the book I've been reading that I know I told some of you about.
Yes.
yes.
From behind
Your
the rock.
vibrato sounds like you've been using a jackhammer for a dildo, dear.
Yes.
She is just gonna go ahead and use her minor action to. She's just gonna go ahead and mark Esmir for death.
Oh,
How nice.
nice.
She
I
likes
was about
you.
to do the same thing to her boss.
She likes you.
How nice.
All right, that is the end of
That's
her
how you can
turn.
tell Brila wants to fuck you.
She
is-
marks you for death.
She marks you
It
for
is
death.
Yaz's turn.
It's not the same thing for Yaz. Let's be perfectly honest. I think sort of knowing what that is, just sort of smiles at her from the distance and says, "I can do that too, dear." And I will use an activate action to mark her boss for death.
Okay.
So everyone now gets +1 to attack. Reyes.
It's +1 to damage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Damage. Thank you.
I only knew that because I was looking at her.
No,
at that moment.
perfect.
I was like, wait, did I write that down?
I
wrong?
knew it was one or the other. All right. So
It's almost like this
Um,
game has like several rules.
yeah, I would. Can I hit Reyes from where I'm at?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm just gonna do that. We're setting it up. I would also like to do a backstab, however.
Okay.
So I will roll my stealth.
You think our enemies will start watching their fucking backs?
Right?
Like the three of us are like,
Come
and
on,
backstab,
y'all."
and backstab.
I mean, y'all, most of them have perception seeing and pretty good rolls. Y'all just can't roll below like a 15 on the die. So like that's
That's
it's
also true.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's because, well, I mean, we're also like better.
The,
Yeah.
I
No,
would
I know,
have
but
to
you
roll.
also roll extremely high.
I would have to
statistically.
roll 3 ones, and even then, I would get a 14 on.
Yeah.
Mine's just because my dexterity is a 7.
Same. So that is
What you don't know is you've been cheating the whole time.
that's a 25.
Okay. He got a 27.
Bitch!
Whoa!
Rolled much better on that one.
I am shooketh. Okay. Then I guess I just shooteth him.
All right. He's a little more on guard now that he already got shot with 2 arrows.
Oh, I do love that though. So that's gonna be 14 plus. There's also a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
With 6 stunt points. So, we'll use 1 to pierce armor. Oh, sorry, 9 stun points since I have my extra stun points. So we'll use 1 to pierce armor. We will use 2 to envenom. Because even if he doesn't take penetrating, I hope he gets fucked a couple times with Marrowlock. So I'm gonna envenom and shoot him with the Marrowlock, so he can only take minor actions without doing a TN 17 stamina. And then we're gonna do. How many I have left? I have 6 left. We're gonna do a lethal blow, which is a +3. I had them pulled up. I believe it's another +3.
Lethal blow is an extra 2d6 damage.
2. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 left. So I will also. Come on. I can do a lethal blow and a mighty blow. So I'm gonna do that. Because I have enough stun points for it.
All right.
So that's an extra 3. Okay, so let's count these out. 2 just for the bow. And then 2 more for the lethal blow. And then 1 for the mighty blow. And I only get to, sadly, add my cunning once to this. So this is going to be 5d6 plus 12 with pierced armor. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 plus 12 is 33 points of damage.
All right. Minus his armor.
Oh, and I didn't backstab either. Oh no! And I hit him! Let me get the wording on this. I believe it's just if I do damage. So I might get to do an additional d6. When you inflict damage on a target marked for death, you do an additional d6. So 1 more.
Got it.
6! So 39 total.
Okay. All right. 39. So that was all right. Yeah. Heavy blow against Reyes from that shot. He is
In fact, a mighty and a lethal.
He's a pincushion right now with the amount of arrows sticking through the gaps in his armor. Anything else he has?
No, I had to use my activate to mark him for death. So, yeah, that's me.
Okay. It is Carter's turn now.
You're muted, Carter. Just
Yep.
FYI.
I'm going to start off with a telekinetic weapons. Let's get me and Garrus up and running. And
Start
I'm
that
gonna
engine.
spend 6 extra for each minute. Did we determine how many rounds are in a minute?
I think it was a round is 10 seconds.
Each round is 10 seconds.
So 6 rounds.
Heard. Okay. I will spend an additional 6 to make it last for 2 minutes.
Okay. That'll definitely get us through the entire combat encounter. There's no way.
I don't know. Oh, nope. That's just exactly it. Target number 17. 4 stunts. Oh, shit. 4 stunts. Is that... I believe... Gorgeous. Okay. 4 stunts. I'm going to dump all that into fast casting.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and go into ghost mode. I'm going to cast Fade Shield. Can't gain any more spell points or stunt points, but that's fine. I'll activate that, and I will go into combat mode as well. So my armor, or I'm sorry, my defense is now up to 23.
Okay.
And Garrus, you and our weapons are all charged up.
So
Got it. All right. That is your turn, Carter.
Uh-huh.
Carter invokes, like, pulling at the weave again and invoking the magic. You feel your weapons lighten as Carter's spell work seems to propel them forward. Garrus, it is your turn.
So Garrus was about to grab his greatsword and pull it off his back, but then he heard Brila and he pauses. He moves his hand from the greatsword. He grabs the loot, twirls it as he pulls it off his back, and he looks directly at Doman and goes, "Can't you see? He's the man. Let me hear you applause. He is more than a man, than he shied a golden god. If you think it's time to fucking rock and fucking roll out of control, well then you know it's fucking rock. You fucking suck my fucking cock. And when it's rule, you know it's cool at other fools of other jewels. Cause if you think it's time to fucking rock, if you're going to kick your fucking ass, and you know his name is Kyle Gass, rocking rocking and fucking
Those kind of
rolling
gas.
and rocking,
Oh, gas.
fucking and fucking rolling.
Who's he
Must have
talking
been-
about?
must have been another Walden. Maybe he's friends with Terry.
Do you guys ever think he's gonna actually start playing the lute, or just like keep doing it with his mouth? I mean, it's impressive.
Everyone
It's
on the
impressive.
battlefield has just stopped and it's like, what is happening?
And I sing Song of Captivation at Doman.
I mean, it works because that took the entire next
no, yeah.
round.
Yeah.
And they were all like,
So everybody lost a turn. Now we're rolling for this.
But it hasn't beat my communication performing, right?
Yes. Willpower self
I am good in that.
Also pretty good at this.
Ooh. That is 12. It's 19, 23.
Let's see. It is not good enough to succeed. Yeah, he fails on that.
He fails. He's just staring at me.
All right, so he
Activated.
cannot take any. Can take no actions on their next turn.
Nope.
Awesome.
he's
all right, yeah.
so confused.
Doman is really confused. He's
basically
not
doing-
captivated. He's concerned. I
I'm
think
playing
Confounded.
legitimately concerned. Like, did I hit him too hard the last time?
Is he still concussed after several years?
Maybe
This
it would have
basically
been
just pulled,
better
like,
if I
dance
just
battle,
finished
bitch.
him off. Awesome. All right.
Incredible.
So that is Garrus's turn. I guess you still have a minor action if there's. something
I
you can
have
do.
nothing I can really do for minor action, so
Okay.
Flip him off.
I flip him off.
All right. Cool. It's minor action. All right. It is Reyes's turn.
He needs to
Luckily-
roll a test
Yeah.
17 stamina to see if he can take anything but minor actions.
Okay.
If he wants to, he doesn't have
If he
to.
wants.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, maybe
Stamina
he just would like
Constitution.
not.
Is it, yeah, it's stamina constitution. Yeah.
Stamina Constitution, yeah.
He succeeds. On
I
that.
figured. So, and this probably won't go through, but he takes 5 points of penetrating damage, which
That is
isn't
ignored by
penetrating.
his armor.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. Reyes looks at Carter. Actually, he's gonna do this from Carter or Garrus. Yeah, we'll do it on Garrus right now. So you're drawing a lot of attention to yourself.
I mean, If we didn't know you were there before, my friend, we know now.
Look,
He is
it's
going-
almost as if this is a purpose playing a bard. What?
he is going to cast a spell. Let me see. All right, he needs to do. I haven't had to cast a lot of spells with my characters so far.
It's been quite a while since we were into Vinters.
And
Okay.
then he turns into a monster. Turns into
That's going to succeed on casting the spell. I keep bringing up the wrong thing. Let me see. Okay, target number 17. He got that. And then he also got 4 stunt points on that. So he's also going to do a fast casting, but we'll get to that in a second. Carter, what is your spell power?
23.
Okay. Speed magic spirit.
I guess it depends on what
Against the spell
school
that-
of magic.
Against the spell you just cast. Like, what's
Yeah.
your spell power for the one you just cast?
23.
All right. He's plus 10 to this. Okay. And he rolls a 26. Garrus, the spell on you ends as he casts Dispel Magic. on
Yeah,
telekinetic
there we go.
Weapons.
Okay.
So success. I think that's the only spell on you right now, right?
Well, I have the on Garrus.
Well, on
yeah.
Garrus,
Yeah.
yeah.
It specifically removes all spells on the target. So
Got it.
that will end that. And then fast casting, he is going to do yeah, let's do this. So target number, this is also 17. He also succeeds on that. Okay, I need everyone, including Yasmir when she gets back, to do a. I keep opening the wrong thing. Strength might test.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Is this changed at all by the fact that I'm out of his line of sight and hiding behind a rock?
Nope.
Okay.
It's any enemy within 30 yards of him.
Not good, Cotton.
I got a
Not
20.
good.
Okay.
I got a 10.
11.
All right. Let's see. I need to know what Yasmira got, but you all failed so far.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Yasmira, I need you to make a strength might test, and you have, I think, your Kunari penalty to this, which I believe, I don't know if it's a -1 or a -2.
Okay.
It's a spell.
Great. Okay, so this is just a straight roll for me then.
Or what it is for. Do you have it on your sheet? What it is against magic for?
No, I did not even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just -1.
I think it's just a -1.
Okay, so that just negates what I have in strength.
Yeah, -1 penalty on all ability tests, resist spells, and other magical effects.
That is only a 13.
Okay, so
'Cause
everyone
they don't
fails.
study magic like they should.
No, I'm -1 to magic.
Everyone fails as the ground under your feet closes up around you, holding you in place. Stone's Embrace. On a failure, you remain trapped where you are standing until you succeed on the Strength Might test as a minor action on your turn.
Fuck.
Hey
Well,
guys,
I
I'm
may
never
be
gonna make
shooting
this
from
roll.
here. Yeah.
The strength might test to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
What's
Can-
what's
what-
the
can
test
we-
number? Do we even
Do
know?
we know what the target number is?
Garrus rolled a
20.
20 and failed, so that's the context.
So
of
yeah,
it.
I'm not getting out,
The highest I can roll is a 19.
and all I can roll is an 18. So I can't get out.
Okay. Other people can. I will allow as a house rule thing that other people can help to get them out if you want to make the test for them on your turn. For those that are,
I can
capable of
help out
doing
with that.
I can shoot from here.
All right. But otherwise, it doesn't affect you. It just keeps you from moving. All right. That is all he can do on his turn. It is Domen's turn. He can't do anything. So we are back to Venom.
Okay, what can I see from where I am?
Faye is right in your face. You
Oh,
have
right, she's here.
vantage. Yeah, you have vantage on everybody right now. Like there's no major obstructions between you and anyone. Yeah, the only person you ducked out of sight was Reyes, but did you? I guess you didn't stay out of sight.
I was behind a rock.
Okay, I guess we'll say you're not. You can't see Reyes.
But you did shoot at him from behind the rock. So
Yeah, well, you ducked. I mean,
Yeah.
again, you did your thing, so it's
think I
whether
ducked
you
back
went back
around,
behind
yeah.
it. So if we're saying narratively you went back behind it, then yeah, Reyes
No,
is the only.
no, that's fine. I forgot Faye was literally right
Yeah.
in my face.
Faye is standing right in front
I'd
of
punch her.
you.
She'd be so surprised. What if I just like hauled off and punched her? She'd be like,
Just
"What the
headbutt her.
fuck?"
Just headbutt her.
just a haymaker to the
She'd
chin.
be like, "The hell did you just do?" Sorry, I'm checking one thing real quick. Not you, not you, not you. Yeah, fuck it. She's right in front of me. I'll take out my, so I can, as a minor action, I will, ready the Viper's Blade, which I've had maybe for the better part of 60 seconds.
and never used.
I've used.
We're
I
the ranged
have
fighters.
used it, but I'm hoping this will throw her off. Cause it's not like Venom carries a visible sword or anything, so this knife comes out of fucking nowhere. And I will try to use that element of surprise because all she's ever do is see me fire a bow to do a backstab on her.
You also
Okay.
bluff also. Because remember, bluff. Wait, is it? No, wait. You're right.
It's
Yeah,
bluff for
backstab.
melee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bluff I guess I can do.
Yeah.
Also.
Bluff is
It's
when
bluff
you're
for
starting.
melee, backstab for ranged.
Yeah.
Well, no, you
if
can also
start-
backstab with melee, but I think if you're
But
using
you
a melee
have
weapon, you
start
have to
your
move towards
turn.
them.
Yeah, if you start your turn with them.
Guys, I'm literally looking at the melee ability.
Good.
You got it.
So
When three of you
yeah.
tell me the rules at once, I don't hear the rules.
So you're gonna use bluff on this.
Yes, this will be bluff. So it is. So bluff is a minor action, which is why I was saying, is it going to be backstab? Because I have to use a minor action to ready a weapon.
I don't think we've ever done the minor action to ready weapons.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Hi.
enforced that, so I'm not gonna enforce it now.
There's a cat here. Okay, then fuck that particular rule. I love it. And we will try to bluff. So that's going to be willpower, self-discipline on her part.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Communication, deception on mine.
All right. She got a 16.
She's never going to see this fucking knife coming. Get ready. Freaking, the math is the problem today. 20.
Okay, you succeed. So make your attack.
So I make an attack. Backstab applies. $23.
Hits.
No stunts. Just gonna stab her.
Fuck her up.
It's crazy how much of my damage comes from stunts. Please don't play with the cable. That knife do. Okay, there it is. This is gonna be the bonus. $12. 14 damage. 14 damage.
Okay. No piercing, or
Nope, no stunts.
Okay. So
Just doing a really good stab.
4 damage.
Wow, she has that much armor, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good dang.
Yeah, they're all wearing like heavy armor, except for Brila.
It's amazing how hamstrung you are without stomp points, huh?
Yeah, it really is.
That sucks, actually.
How
How much different it is.
It is Faye's turn now.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot something.
don't say that.
Let me go ahead and do this now.
Oh.
I need everyone to make. What was the test that I made for this? Constitution stamina test.
I have that.
Oh, I have that.
Not exactly in spades, but I have it.
You'll be happy to know this affects everyone except for Reyes. So they have to
Ooh,
make it too.
no. That is and 13 for me.
Damn, why'd they roll so well on these and nothing else?
19 for me.
Also a 19 for Carter.
Okay,
14
two
for
of you
me.
succeed, 2 of you fail. So Garrus and Venom failed, the others succeeded. And then I'm gonna do theirs real quick. Constitution, stamina, that's +5. Succeeds. That for Doman will definitely succeed. And for Faye, that will also. Okay, so 3 of them succeed. So the people that failed are going to take 14 points of penetrating damage. The others are going to take 7.
Penetrating. Shit.
Yeah. Like I said, if it, so Doman, Faye, and Brila all take 7 points of penetrating damage too. They succeeded. As the obelisks surge with magical energy, sending this wave of this. You feel this chilling presence that you felt like in the Fade, in presence of like powerful magics. That seems to be like draining the life force out of you. as these like tendrils are touching down. The effect feels like it is going to worsen as time progresses too. The others are affected by that. Doman, Faye, and Brila seem to like kind of stagger a bit from like gritting their teeth, but they don't seem surprised by it. So you also see as the fissures above you like continue to flicker to like different areas of the Fae. Like you'll see different locations and different like constructs. Some looking like very alien, some looking like mirrors of like the like of Thetis itself. Like it is like somebody is like changing the channel very quickly. Anyway, that happened on Reyes's turn. I just forgot about it. So now we're on Faye's turn.
For some reason, my token's not showing where my hit points actually are.
I have it at 66 out of 90.
Yeah, it's not showing it on the bar though. On my screen.
Oh, on mine it is. Can you all see the bars for everyone?
I can see the bar. Mine just says 90 out of 90 on my screen. If it's right for you guys, then I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's right on
showing-
mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's showing 66 out of 90 on mine.
As
I
long
see
as
that
it's
too.
right for you guys, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so Faye is, since she's right in your face, is going to attack you, Venom. She is going to minor action, activate her rally mode. And she is going, so that will give allies within 12 yards +1 defense, +1 melee damage, and +1 willpower. And then she is going to attack you.
If you insist.
That is a 25 with
Do it.
2 stunt points.
Yeah, do I have to answer?
No, you don't have to answer. Listen, I think the only
Yeah,
person
dude.
that I have questions about is Carter when it comes to like whether things hit. So yeah. For combat, she got 2 stunt points. So she'll do a pierce for that for the 2 stunt points.
Sure thing.
Was just a regular pierce. She's not a rogue. So that will be with the additional damage. So it'd be 17 points of damage to you. And that is all she can do on her turn. It's going to be Brila's turn now. She is going to free action, maintain her song. So she is going to have. Who she wanted to try to do this again? She's going to try it against Yasmir again. You called her pitchy. So go ahead and make a willpower self-discipline test.
Okey doke. These dice like 5s tonight. I think that's the exact same thing I rolled last time. So 15 plus 8 is a 23.
Okay, yeah, beats her 21. So you are again not captivated, but she's going to take a attack at you
Oh, okay.
with her
Lovely.
longbow. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That exactly hits my defense.
Okay. So. Oh right, hold on. Y'all are gonna forgive me for not remembering rogue stuff. She's gonna do a backstab on, or attempt to do a backstab on you too.
Okay. So my perception seeing.
against her dexterity stealth.
$22.
Okay, you succeed. She does not get that. She does hit though with 3 stunt points. So she is going to pierce armor to ignore armor for 1.
Ignore? Okay.
And then she is going to, with her other 2 stunt points.
Does she have the thing that lets her fully ignore, or is she just a
Mhm.
regular rogue? Because I don't have the thing as a rogue that lets me fully ignore.
No, I guess no. She can do pierce armor for 1. Sorry, not the
Oh,
full,
okay,
fully
cool,
Norris
cool.
Carter's thing. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah. The
And
so-
Ben, I think, when Ben has a
me and
Pierce
me and
armor
Venom
for-
have it. Yeah,
That's from a specialization, though. It's not just
Yeah.
a rogue thing.
okay.
Yeah, it's the specialization.
Which specialization is that?
it's the
'Cause I'm-
bard. Well, for me, it's the duelist. Gets it. I get to use piercing. I ignore
Yeah.
it when I do piercing.
For me,
And what is it for you?
It is no, not slippery. It is under.
Because she has talents, but I want to make sure I didn't forget to put something down with her talents.
I believe it's under marksman for me. It's the master level of marksman.
Okay, she's
For me.
archery style, not marksman.
Yeah, marksman
Got
is
it.
the specialization.
Okay, cool. She does not marksman.
She's not as good as me. She doesn't
okay,
get to
so-
do it.
Half to armor
Good call,
instead
Sam.
of pierced, but that will be 26 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
Or sorry, 23. Yeah, because it'd be 22 backstab. Yeah, so 23 points of damage to you.
Still ouch.
Oh, wait. She has another d6. Another 1. 24.
It's starting to sound like you're just making stuff up.
Well, I forgot she had 2 more stun points, and I was going to use that for a mighty blow. So I rolled another d6. She got a 1 on it. That is all for her turn, though. So it'll be Yaz's turn.
I'm still just full cannoning for Reyes. We've got to stop this shit.
Okay.
So I will attempt. I can't move, but I will attempt to backstab him again.
Okay.
Plus 25.
You succeed. You rolled really bad.
Yes. Oh, Tay.
Need to get out real dice.
So let's hit. Not as good a roll there, but let's see. 22 to hit.
Hold on. He's got. Oh no, that's supposed to his armor rating. That will hit.
Okay. So he is a backstabbed. Okay. I got 2 stunt points. No, because I have the 3, so I have 5 stunt points. So I will pierce armor, and I will. I have to use it for Mighty Blow since I've got all those others. So then I will also Mighty Blow for another 1. Okay, so 2 for regular bow. Additional 1 for Mighty Blow. Additional 1 for him being marked for death. And
I'll remember it next time she had marked you for death. I forgot the additional die from that.
oh, he got that one marked for death, and then I get to add my and then for just the backstab. Okay, there we go. And then I get to add my cunning twice. So this is 5d6 plus 19
Okay.
with armor pierced. 5, 10, 16, 20, 22 plus 19 is 41. 41.
All right. Minus 6 is 35. Okay. He's hurt. Takes another arrow. Again, very just littered with arrows right now.
Focus fire, focus fire.
As you see like blood beginning to pour out of his mouth from that last strike.
And I.
Carter, your thing's doing it again where it has you at like 30 now.
Yeah,
I
it
noticed
just like
that.
keeps adding to it. It's weird.
I'm not even touching it. It's just,
I
it's
got
just
one.
going.
It just wants you to increase in power.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yes.
I believe that is it, because I cannot move, and I've already activated my death murderness, so I think I'm good.
Okay. It's Carter's turn.
Okay.
Who's now at 41 initiative.
Yeah, it's at 41 now. It
As long
keeps on
as,
adding 11 for some reason.
as long as you don't click the reorder thing, he'll stay in his spot.
He'll stay there.
But seeing
Yeah.
that number is getting really
We're gonna see how
funny.
high it gets by the end.
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
I think what I'm gonna go for is a little bit of combat control. Yeah, I think Carter just extends his arms out. He's still flickering, and he points his head up at the sky, and all of this gray and green energy just flings outwards from him, warping the battlefield. And I'm going to attempt to cast Entropic Cloud.
Okay.
I do no stuntsies, but that's fine. All of us get +2 to attacks and +1 to all stunt point rolls. So if you generate any stunt points, you get an additional 1. All of the disciples need to make a magic entropy versus a spell power of 23, or they get the negative version of that. So I would like 4 magic entropy tests, please.
All right. Magic entropy. Oh, buddy. All right, move this over here so I can see all their stuff. So I don't think many of them are good at magic. All right, we'll start with Reyes. I think that's gonna fail actually. I'll roll a 6 on the die. So it's only a 14.
From Reyes?
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Brila gets she gets an 11.
Oh,
That is a 7 from Domus. And a 15 from Faye.
Great. -2 to all attack rolls and -1 stunt points for the rest of the encounter.
Okay, I'll make a note of that because I don't want to edit all their sheets.
And don't forget, guys, we all get the opposite bonus. So everybody, all attack rolls, and anytime you get stun points.
Oh, yeah.
I need to blow through. How long does it take to? Is it a major action to chug a potion or a minor?
That's going to be a minor action.
Great. Then I'm gonna slam a. Let's go with a. I've lost quite a few mana points. Greater Lyrium potion sounds good.
Okay.
And since I'm a spirit mage, I can reroll that. Great. 13, 11. Coolio, that's me.
All right, that is going to be Garrus's turn.
Okay, free action to maintain the song, and I'm gonna switch my target over to Brila, so she needs to make a counter to my performance communication. I'm doing Song of Captivation on her.
Okay, so willpower, self-discipline.
Yeah. Ooh. 12 plus 13, 23.
23, she fails.
Well, she is captivated for 1 round. She can't take any
Alright.
actions. And I'll use my action to free myself from
Okay, make
The thing.
another strength.
Strength Might.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so. Point back.
Ooh, very good. 7, that is 22.
That succeeds.
Garrus just takes the loot after he sings a song of captivation, takes the loot, slams it against the rock, shattering it.
Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, you just destroy the rocks binding you. You are free. As Doman shakes out of his captivation, Brila kind of eye looks towards you. She's distracted for the moment, focusing on your song. Wonderful. That will be Reyes's turn. So he'll have to make a. What's the test again for the poison?
Test number 17.
What is the test though?
Oh, sorry. Constitution stamina.
Constitution stamina. Okay. He very well.
Succeeds. Yeah. I figured, and nothing's gonna get through his armor, so it's 1. No.
Yeah, his armor halved is a 6, so I don't think
there's no way. Yeah.
Okay, so Reyes is going to cast. I guess he's going to do this again because everybody's under the spell that you cast, and Doman goes next. So he is going to do a dispel magic on Doman for the entropic cloud. Let's see.
Bless you.
I'll succeed on the test difficulty, and then your spell was 22. What was it again? 23. All right. He's on that as well. So Doman is free of the entropic cloud. The other 3 are still under it, though. Didn't get any set points, so can't do anything else with that. This minor action. Yeah. Minor action, he takes a potion.
Quit that! I'm working on that!
And that is the end of his turn. Doman is free to act now.
About time for him, huh?
Yeah.
What up, you big lug?
All right. He is going to. Yasmir is the one that's threatening Reyes the most right now. So yeah, he's going to run up at Yasmira to attack her. And yeah, he's going to make an attack. That is like a 23.
Yeah, 20 is my defense, so.
Okay. He has 7 stunt points to spend.
Woof.
-1 from.
Yeah.
So down to 6 stunt points there. Oh no, he doesn't have it on ignore. What am I thinking? 7 stunt points.
That's right.
He is going to do a mighty blow for 1 stunt point. He is going to do a pierce armor for 2. That's 4 left. He'll do a lightning attack for another 3. And I think that's all he's going to be able to do, actually. Okay.
That fucked me up.
Okay, so he's going to do his first one here. All right, another damage standardized plus another 4. So it's 22 damage, armor halved.
All right.
And then he's going to do a second attack against you. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be another 18 points of damage with
halved.
regular armor. Not
with regular armor?
not
Okay.
halved.
Another 18 after that. Okay. Woof. That hurt.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to do it at the end of the round because I forgot to do it on Reyes' turn. Yet again, I need everyone to make a Constitution stamina test.
That's 18 for me.
Also 18 for me.
All right, both of you succeed.
13.
And 14.
Okay, both of you fail. Roll for the others. All right, Faye and Doman both pass. Brila fails. All right, so Brila, Venom, and Garrus are all going to take 18 points of penetrating damage. Everyone else takes 11.
Drink your potions, y'all.
But Garrus got higher than me. I think I failed and Garrus succeeded.
Oh, wait, did I get it
Yeah.
backwards? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Garrus, you take the 11. Carter, you
okay.
take the
18.
18. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
I got that backwards the way that. All right, that will be Venom's turn.
Are we gonna take a break?
Oh yeah, we probably should take a break now. I've gotten in the swing of things. Yeah, let's go and take a break here at the start of the combat.
Top of the
round,
morning.
and we'll come
Boy.
back
Good.
and finish this.
Nice. I was
Everyone,
gonna say, if you guys really want to power through, go ahead. But I have to pee.
No, 100%. It's pee time.
all right, let's go ahead and take a break, everyone. We're gonna be back super quick so we can finish this all out. Stick with us. We'll be back very soon. Until then, stay tuned.
Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit. Si loin dans le silence, on entend ses cris. Par-delà les terres, son nom fait frémir. Préparez-vous, le néant arrive. Les légendes ne se trompent point, de la peur il se nourrit. Ô grand guerrier, je prie pour ta vie. À chaque eau, le soleil faiblit. Fuyez mes amis, le néant est ici. Ah, 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 ah.
welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out. So we took our break. We're going to go ahead and jump right back in where we are in combat. A little bit of a recap. Reyes still channeling this ritual. You see fabric of reality breaking in the sky above you, flickering through different areas of the fade, seemingly searching for something. Currently, everyone but Garrus is rooted to the spot by the earth having enclosed around your feet. Faye is in a knife fight with Venom currently. Her 2 daggers to your 1. Yasmira is in the face of Doman. Brila is currently enraptured by Garrus's song, and Carter has just cast a cloud of entropic magic over the surroundings here, drawing energy from your enemies and bolstering you in return. Venom, it is your turn now.
Okay. Oh boy. I need a potion. I need to take a potion. I've reached the level of I'd have to take a potion. Okay, so I'll do that. Unless, what, is she gonna, like, snatch it out of my hand?
There's no mechanic for that in this game.
I don't know what you've come up with.
I've invented reactions for her. She can now grab things when it's
I
not
don't
her
know
turn.
what she can do. Okay, so I'll take just one of my healing potions. That's through this. That's pretty good. 10, 15, 18. That's not good. Okay, that's pretty good. It's 21.
Okay.
Yeah, mark that off. And we're just gonna keep having this backstab competition, I guess.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with. That'll be a bluff, I imagine. Since I cannot move towards her.
All right.
So her willpower, self-discipline. Against my deception. She may have 2 knives. But I'm the better bluffer. Did you roll, or?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to hear.
Sorry, you were so quiet. I was like, am I muted? 6. 24.
You succeed.
I attack.
Make your attack.
Please be as good as the deception roll. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 24 with 6 stump points. Is that math right?
Hit.
15.
And you get the +1 stump point from Carter.
I have 7 stunt points with which to play.
That's pretty awesome.
What's that one thing I can only do if I have 6? I don't think it applies here. Can't find it. Don't want to look for it. I'm gonna perforate her armor for 1.
Is
Okay.
it your paralysis thing? Was that the 6
No.
stump point one?
That was it, but I haven't used that bow in a long time. I had something else, but I don't remember what it was.
I think you gave that bow to Wolf.
Might have.
I think you gave that one away.
Might have. Have not used it since we killed Rain. May have, but that's okay. I will. So I'll pierce armor, so to perforate for 1. I do the ignore armor for 1, and then I'll do the perforate stunt for 2. so I can do a second backstab attack. So these move 4. We'll do a mighty blow for 2,
Okay.
which will give me an extra d6 on this one. And then for my other 2, I would like to attempt to disarm her. Sounds also 2.
Okay.
So I'll start with the damage for this one, and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
Does that
yeah.
seem right?
Yeah. Do damage first.
Okay, so for backstab, I get an extra d6, and then the mighty blow, I get an extra d6 for this one. So 3. And this ignores her armor. Okay. Hold on. 26,
26 damage.
ignoring her armor.
All right.
That's the mighty blow. That's the pierce armor.
She also adds half her damage to penetrate, half her armor to penetrating damage. So how much was it again? It was 26.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be 21. Still a really big hit against her.
Okay. So on this attack, also, I'm attempting to disarm her.
Okay.
With a melee attack, we make opposed attack rolls that don't generate stump points, and if I win, I knock her weapons away.
All right. We'll both roll there, and she'll roll with her daggers. You roll with your dagger.
And that attack roll
Penalty.
disparage she should. So she
Yeah, I
gets
guess that would
-2
apply
and Van
'cause
gets
it's-
+2.
Consider it an attack roll. So would have been a 23, is now a 21.
27.
27. Okay. I will say
Yes.
you knock one of her daggers out of her hands.
You also-
It
Roll a
does say,
D6.
yeah, no, it says, yeah, it's 1d6 plus my strength yards away in a direction I decide.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roll a d6.
What's my strength? I think it's a plus positive now. It's a +1 now.
Yeah,
You're getting
Van's
so buff.
now.
That's a 6, 7 yards.
Hell yeah.
So you knock one of her daggers out of her hand. It
I
goes.
get to decide where.
Yeah, I was gonna say it goes scattering out of her hand 7 yards away. I guess most notably would be like towards Reyes, away from Reyes.
He was
Um,
like, okay, now I have a question. Because he was like manipulating the ground and everything. They're a fun fissure I can throw it into.
There's no
Ooh.
fissures.
Not where like rock was displaced to cover up our feet.
No.
That
This is not an
doesn't
earthquake spell. It just
seem...
enveloped.
I'm
you.
not saying an earthquake spell. I'm saying how it works when you move rocks.
No, there are little divots around your feet,
Okay,
but
I
no
gotcha,
like
I gotcha.
fissures that drop down.
Yeah,
under the cliff.
we'll kick it. I just want it away. I just want it away from everybody.
Okay. So you knock it like back
that.
behind you, and
that.
it goes scattering off behind you. She still has one of her daggers, but she no longer will be able to use her dual weapon style with the if she's only wielding one weapon.
That is
so
what I was hoping for.
mm-hmm.
But I'm not done. 'Cause
Okay.
I used 2 of mine to perforate, so I get to make second attack.
Go for it.
It's a second backstab. It's a second backstab.
Yep.
So we do this again.
Fuck them up.
Pull the thing.
Fuck them up.
Okay, I'm on the wrong page, so I gotta do the. Come back to me. Come back to me, character sheet. Anyway, okay. Second backstab attack. Here we go.
Backstab.
She got a 22.
Fuck them up.
23.
Okay, succeed.
Ugh, it's not a super good attack. 19.
19 damage, and there's no penetrating
that's the
or anything
attack.
on this one. Oh, 19. Oh, 19 misses.
That's what. Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I was asking.
Mm.
Did you include the +2 from the entropic cloud?
Nope, 21.
21 hits.
Hey!
There we go.
Good on you.
Dab.
That's all of 10 damage.
Still damage.
Every little bit helps.
She does not take any damage from that.
I
Mm.
was afraid of that. No, she's got a lot of armor.
Yeah.
I think she has
She is
10
wearing-
armor.
Yeah, she's wearing heavy plate.
Yeah, she has. She cut my last one down pretty good, so
Yeah.
that's okay. I really
Uh,
wanted one of those daggers gone.
You got
Still,
one of the
yeah,
daggers on. You
so-
did a lot of damage with that first attack, though. So that is awesome. Yeah. So she cannot use, and she was going to on her because it's her turn now. She was gonna activate her dual weapon style. She cannot anymore. She just got one dagger.
She can go get it if she wants.
She rather stab you.
That's fine.
She'd rather
Um,
stab you.
That's fair. A lot of people would say the same.
Yeah, because I guess she could go get it and come back. She's ready as a free action with her quick reflexes, so she could go get it, come back, and make an attack.
Yeah,
she
but that'd
still
be
couldn't-
so
she still-
embarrassing.
She still couldn't activate her dual weapon style this turn. So instead, she is going to, because she activated her champion last time, she's going to activate her berserker this time.
Oh.
Which is going to give her a +3 bonus to damage, most notably.
I would just
It
like
does-
her to know that I haven't had to activate anything to beat her ass, so it seems like she might be floundering a little bit.
So you see her grow in rage as she begins to slash at you with her dice. So she gets some bonuses to this and some penalties. I will factor in.
She's gonna hit me.
So first attack is going to be a +15, 22 to hit.
Did you say +15?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess plus 4. Actually, it'd be down to a 20 to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this: if she has a +15, she literally can't miss me.
Okay.
My defense is 17,
17.
and she base rolls 3 + 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
technically, she's down to a +13 right now with.
Oh, well then technically she could miss.
Yeah, if she rolled 3 ones, I think she could. So she is going to hit. No stun points, unfortunately. So with her major action, she does 16 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And then for her minor action, she's going to do a quick strike, which allows her to make a second attack as a minor action. This was the -2 penalty, so she could this now puts her down to a +11.
She could miss me.
She could miss.
That's a 21.
Wait, you said she went berserk this round, right?
Oh yeah, she did. Never mind. She used her minor action to go berserk. Good call. So no, she can't do that. Oh, but I did forget the berserk damage, so that's another 3 damage on top of the what she did before. But better than her hitting you again.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
got this.
All right.
I got you.
That is her turn.
I got it.
Brila is out of
Alright.
commission for this turn. So it'll be yes.
Yeah, on the telepathic connection, Venon's like, "Hey, a little help down here." This bitch is kicking my ass.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
I can still keep hitting Reyes while Dolman hits me, right?
Yeah, you just have a penalty.
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
Slippery, baby.
Because it's slippery.
No, that's for multiple opponents. Being
Oh.
this is for doing a ranged attack while somebody's
While
in
someone's in
melee with
melee.
you.
Oh, okay. What's the
-2.
-2? Okay, so it just negates the
Negates what
modus
Carter
that I
did.
got from Carter. Okay, cool.
It's why
yeah, I'm gonna
most
do
of the
that.
time I just shoot him with the bow anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think first I'm gonna drink a potion. Because I'm at. Okay, I'm not at half yet. But if Doman keeps hitting me like this, I don't want to fuck
hits
with
hard,
that.
too.
So yeah, he hit real hard. So I'm gonna take a quick regular potion. 13, 15 plus. Okay, so I get 20 back. Okay, I'll take that. We're back in triple digits. Okay. I'll take it.
What's it like there? I've never been.
Yeah, me either.
Nice.
It's odd. It's odd.
Yeah, this must be nice.
Really is. Dude, I have not raised
Oh,
my
yeah.
constitution since character creation, but damn, does it help sometimes. Okay.
I forgot I have 112 health. That's right. Oops.
Okay, so that's my minor, and then I'm gonna do that. I'll do backstab. Now that Doman is blocking Reyes' view from me, so I can just hide back here. All right. So Reyes, make that scene.
All right.
So 26.
That succeeds.
Woot! Let's hope that I can roll just as well on an attack. Okay. But I do get a plus 2 bonus now that I am backstabbing. So there's that. Would be a +4, but that's okay. Woo! Okay. That's 4 of those. Awesome. 10, 14 plus 11, 25 to hit
Hits.
with foe stunt points, which is now +3 is 7, plus Carter's is 8 stunt points. We love to see it. Pierce armor for 1. That's 7. I will perforate for 2. So I have 5 left. So I will, on this one, lethal blow. So that's an additional 2. Okay, so 2 for the straight, 1 for the backstab, 2 more for the lethal blow, and 1 more for being marked for death. So that is 6d6 plus 19.
Seems pretty good.
That's a nice number. Really good number.
6, 12, 17, it's 19, 20, 24, 25, 26. 26 plus 19 is 45 points of damage with pierced armor.
Goodness.
And then we're going to do it all one more time because of the perforate.
Okay.
It's going to be 23.
For the stealth.
Correct.
Okay. So willpower, self-discipline. That's 25.
Damn. Okay. Well, this one won't be a backstab then. It'll just be a regular shot. Which is probably not gonna hit. 6. That's a 17. I don't even think that's gonna hit.
No, that
Shit.
is.
Yeah. Well, it was fun while it lasted. But yeah, as Doman's up in her face, this is not probably a good idea, but she doesn't care. Like he's all up on her. And she just peeks around like right between his, because he has no neck, right between his ear and his shoulder neck, just shoots the arrow right at Reyes and says, "Darling, you're not even worth shooting at."
Speaking of which, as a free action, Doman gets to attack you.
Yay!
Because of his guardian ability.
Beautiful. Fuck me up. Here we go.
That is a 25
Yeah.
with 8 stunt points.
You did take your -2. It wouldn't matter if
He
you took
doesn't
the
have it.
-2 or
He
not.
doesn't
Oh, he
have it.
doesn't have it. Fuck.
Yep. Okay, let's see. He is going to pierce armor for 2. He is going to can't do dual strike. He's gonna do a lethal blow for 5. That puts him at 7. Yeah, and then he'll do a. He'll knock you prone. No, that's 2, so he can do that.
Also, I'm stuck in rock, so I cannot. I can't be knocked prone.
No, he can knock you prone. You just be on your feet.
Prone and also stuck in
And
rock.
also stuck
Damn.
in rock.
Okay.
Don't forget, don't you make? Is it an action to free yourself, or is it at the end of the turn you free yourself?
It's a minor action. You have
Minor
to-
action, which I literally cannot.
Yeah, we literally
I
can't
have
make the roll.
0, and
Oh, okay.
I cannot
Alright.
make the roll.
I might. Okay.
If you failed on a 20, the highest she can roll is an 18. The highest I can roll is a 19. So there's
Yeah.
no way.
Okay, he's just gonna do. So yeah, he'll do the pierce attack and the lethal blow. So
Okay.
it's extra 2d6 damage.
And I can shoot from here, so
So that is going to be that is 28 points of damage to you.
okay.
And that is it for that attack.
Okay. Oof. Glad I took that potion.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. That'll be Carter's turn.
52, baby.
Yep, there it is.
52.
My initiative just keeps going up. If I get to 69, do I just win?
Yes.
You have to hit 69 on the dot. So
Oh, that's not going to happen. Who looks more tore up, Faye or Doman?
Faye, definitely.
Okay, I don't even know if Doman's been hit.
Doman's taken damage from the effect that everybody's,
Yeah.
but nobody's attacked Doman.
Yet. All right. Yeah. Fucking Reyes keeps dispelling shit, but it's also keeping him occupied, so I think I'm gonna do that. We're going to cast Lingering Mark on Faye.
Ooh, okay.
333 should do it. I mean, that hits 20. Which is, yeah, that'll do it. That's also 3 stunt points plus 1 makes 4, so you know what's happening. So on her turn, she's going to take 2d6 plus, what's my willpower? 3, 4? Sorry. I think it's 3, 4. So she's going to take 2d6 plus 4 penetrating damage. She can end the effect on her turn with a magic entropy or willpower morale versus a 23.
Okay.
Um,
I guess per turn means your turn, I'm assuming, from the language of the spell.
it's kind of weird. It says, yeah, it just says that she takes 2d6 plus that per turn and can end the effect on her turn.
Yeah. Let's go with your turn for the damage, her turn for the
Okay.
save.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 plus 9, 11 penetrating damage.
Okay. Minus 5, so 6 points.
Well, it's penetrating, not piercing. Unless she's also a heavy armor master.
She is also a heavy armor master.
Hot dang. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna. So, my feet are stuck in the ground. We haven't actually used the secondary effect of how Fade Step works. We established that I can just slip through stuff, right? Can
Yeah.
I just use Fade Step and not be stuck in the ground anymore?
Yeah.
Great, I'm gonna do that.
I fully expected that that's how you were going to get out of this. So that's.
Cool.
I had already had that discussion with myself and decided, yes, that works.
I cannot get. Well, I didn't get any stunt points, but I cast a spell. I can't get any stunts on this attack, but let's see what we can do here. That is going to be 8, 11, 14, 28.
To hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you attacking?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going after Faye. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
finish her off.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm gonna leap to Vin inside and say, "You're not going down today, my friend." And she's gonna take 8 plus a lot. I still have telekinetic weapons affecting me, so that's
Yes.
going to be 8 plus 16 is 24, plus another 6 is 30.
30. And she has half armor on this, or what is the...
I didn't generate any stunt points. I
Oh,
can't do any
okay,
piercing.
got it.
She
So
gets to use her
Okay, her
full armor.
I don't know why I thought it was like automatic that it got piercing. Okay, so but she still takes 20 points of damage on that. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah. So Carter suddenly appears next to you, Venom, as you kick Faye's weapon away, or slash Faye's weapon away. Suddenly appearing next to you, and then just halberd gleaming slashes down at Faye, just cutting straight across her shoulder.
Well, she's got a burning mark blazing into her forehead.
Yeah, she's not having a good turn right now. I'll tell you that. Excellent. That is it for you, Carter. Garrus.
Okay, I am going to use my free action to maintain my song and do Song of Captivate on Reyes.
On Reyes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that'll be willpower, self-discipline for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Wow, jeez. 23 again.
Okay. He got a 27.
Well, he's good.
He is definitely good at that.
Okay, well, I still have my action. So I'm going to move over to where Doman is at, and he needs to make a perception seeing against my dexterity stealth as I go to backstab him.
Okay. Perception seeing. As a. It's only a 19.
Oh, I beat that. Yeah, 21.
Okay.
Okay, so backstab kicks in. All right, let me roll to attack. And I have +2 to hit because of Carter's spell. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, it's 4 and 4, it's +6. That's 4 and 4. 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus it's 28 to hit.
That hits. Yeah. for
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Well, actually, it's even because of backstab, it goes at 30, so that's even better. Okay. I generated 6 stun points, but because of Carter's thing, it generates 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right,
you're hitting those stunt points.
Yes, but I'm not going to deal damage at first. The first hit, I'm going to deal damage. The first hit I do is going to be dirty fighting.
Trying to stun him.
Mm-hmm. So he needs to make a Constitution stamina, a successful Constitution 15 stamina test, or become stunned.
Okay.
Also,
So all your
you-
stun points will apply to this roll.
Yes.
Just letting you know.
Yes.
Okay, got
yes.
it. Okay, so it's Constitution Stamina 17,
Oh, it's a 15.
15. Okay.
I'm 17 because of my assassin stuff.
Right. So that's why reload was the 17. All right, Constitution Stamina. He's got a +10 on this.
Oh boy.
He gets a 17.
Bunnies. Okay. Well, he's not stunned, but I still have 7 stun points. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 of those stun points to do disarm. So he needs to make another attack against me to beat mine.
Okay.
And if happens, he'll be disarmed. That is a 20. Yes, 23.
He got a 24.
Oh,
Oof. Yep. Nope.
did you add Carter's +2?
Oh no, I did not. That's 25.
Okay.
Clenching with
see.
the
Yes, Carter.
best spell I've ever cast is
Support!
Entropic Cloud.
It's one of those fights where literally 1 point matters.
One
Yeah.
fucking point matters.
So he is
making a huge
disarmed,
difference.
and
So you're
his-
disarming. He currently has his bastard sword and shield right now. So you're disarming the bastard sword from.
No, I'm gonna disarm.
Well,
the
that's rude. The
shield.
sword didn't do anything to you, okay?
I'm gonna disarm the shield.
I think you have to do a.
Oh, I have to.
It says weapon in the
Oh
disarm.
yeah.
Also, it'd be really nice if you made him stop hitting me.
I'm trying.
Me and Yaz do love to not get stabbed.
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
Okay, so but his sword gets flung
Okay.
11 yards away.
Okay. He is disarmed.
Crazy how
Mhm.
much farther it goes when you actually have strength to add to it.
Right? Okay, so that's 5 points left. I am going to. What is that one? Yeah, lightning attack. I can make a second attack against the same person, or a different one within the range. So I'm gonna attack Domin again,
Okay.
but I can't generate any stun points this time
No.
around.
Listen, all I'm saying is a lot of quarterbacks in one play would be happy with 7 yards.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
11. That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I deal. That is 23 points of damage.
Okay. So that'll subtract his armor too. All right.
And and I still have 3 more stun points. I'm gonna do defensive stance. So I gain +2 defense to the beginning of my next turn.
Got it. Okay.
So my defense is now 19.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so you come rushing in the same way that Carter rushes to assist Venom. You do the same for Yasmira, running in, and as Domin is going for a second hit, deflecting the sword away out of his hand so that it lands on the ground away from him.
Hey, don't pop my best friend.
Hey, I thought your best friend.
That will be Reyes's turn.
Not Yaz, like, don't call me that.
17 and Constitution stamina. Come on, roll 3 3s. 3 ones.
That was
I
a
mean,
sentence.
yep. That was words.
Val, you know what that means. You know what to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what to do.
Let's see. That is 10 plus. That is an 18.
Bunny.
Damn it.
So he succeeds on that. He is going to. Oh,
Give up?
boy.
Give up. Yep.
He's gonna give
Surrender.
He got no weapon.
Yes, you're the one doing the most damage to him right now.
I'm the only one hitting him, honestly.
This is true.
I'm gonna need you.
This is 100% true.
I'm a little busy.
I
He's gonna
know.
make a roll. He succeeds. No stun points. Damn. Okay. I need.
This is the first time
you-
I've ever heard you be like pissed that you did get stun points. Is usually you're like, oh, thank God, no stun points. Okay, moving on.
It's
Makes
really-
things easier.
Really depends. With Reyes, I really want to because I want to be able to do like.
Why don't you
Cool
want him to
shit.
be cool?
Cool spell
Yeah,
stunts.
to do his cool shit.
Yeah.
It's just so
but
funny
yeah.
because 99% of the time, Val's like, God damn it, I
damn
don't.
it."
Please let it
Yeah,
not be
it's-
my turn anymore.
I need you to make a willpower self-discipline, -1 to your roll.
Okay. Ah! I lost him. But it rolled good. Okay. Plus 12 plus 8. 20.
That fails.
Yep.
Yasmira, you feel your body begin to move on its own. If the subject fails, you may dictate the actions they take on their next turn.
Oh no.
The subject may attempt a new test to resist you at the start of each of their subsequent turns. So first turn, you'll do what they say, and then the subsequent turns, you will
Shit.
be able to roll to resist.
That's pretty
Who's
bad.
doing this? Reyes is doing this?
That's,
Reyes
Yeah.
as
that's
he
less
casts
than good.
Blood Slave on Yasmira.
Great.
Ew, I don't
it
like
was
that.
bound to happen. Either one of us was gonna have to fight the other person.
I will say, all attacks made by the target under your control suffer a -2 penalty due to the strain.
So you're rolling normal.
If the target chooses to resist, I assume you're going to be trying to resist what Reyes is going to.
I mean, unless he decides that he
Have
wants
you
to
attack
slit
him?
Dolman's throat, then
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
All right.
This is when we
Uh,
find out that like they've actually been controlling Reyes the whole time and reaching out
And
to
Reyes
connect
is
with
the-
Yasmira, and he's like, "Kill these fuckers."
Yeah. Yes, Mira, help me. But you begin to feel your body moving against your will. That
Great.
is it for Reyes' turn.
See, as soon as he starts doing that shit, he loses what little sympathy I had for him.
There it goes, right out the window.
And I'm like, no, no, no,
We
no.
felt bad for you. We felt sympathy.
Is that like literally what we did to Lucia that one time?
Yeah.
Maybe. We've learned a lot in
We did.
6
Uh,
years.
Doman, because he no longer has his one-handed sword, is going to have to
no.
drop his shield and
6.
draw his two-handed sword.
Is that better or worse for us? Stay tuned to find out.
Does his armor go down because he doesn't have a shield?
Not his
No, his
armor,
armor, his
shield
defense
has
goes down?
defense. Yeah, defense goes down.
Yay.
But
Great.
his
Love that.
Not by much.
goes down by 3. It was a big shield.
Okay.
So
It was a big shield.
that's for your shield.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to finish Doman's turn, then I'm going to remember Reyes' thing again.
Oh, yeah.
So
I hope you forget by the time you're finished with Doman's
Yep.
turn.
there's a good chance. All right.
Yeah.
Doman is going to make an attack against Garrus.
Let's go. Round 2, bitch. Ding, ding.
Garrus
That
trained
is-
for this.
I have been.
that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Wow. By 1 point.
No, 2 stunt points, which turns into 5.
What?
I just feel like you're just making stuff up.
Calvin Ball over there.
That's 2 stump points, which turns
If y'all
into
can do it, I can do
5.
it too.
he's got the devastating thing or whatever.
Yeah, no. It's just so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
phrased that way. It just sounds like you're like bullshitting.
Which
Plus,
I decided
yeah,
is
it becomes
fine.
Two
5, you
stump
know.
points, which like yeah, it turns into 5 for sure.
And now he has butterfly wings and can fly over the field, and you're all dead.
He can
He's
turn
gonna
you into a
do-
chicken.
He's going to do pierce armor and a lightning attack.
This is racism.
Yeah, he can actually do brutal assassination, which he can do even if the prompt is read and they should be forcing you into a fight.
So Garrus, that is going to be 18 points of damage with pierce armor.
Ouch. Is it like ignore armor or like half?
Pierce armor, so half armor.
Okay. So 18, so normally it would be 9, so that would be...
Can I just confirm for armor, are we rounding up or down?
I think it's rounded down.
Okay.
That's what I'd been doing, and then I realized I didn't actually ask.
Yeah,
Same. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
that's what I've been
Good
doing.
to know I
so
don't.
for
Good to know I don't have to
fairness,
take a bunch of hit points back
Good-
because that would
good,
suck.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so that one is makes lightning attack now. No stun points in this one. That is another 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
So it'll be another 18. This one with not does not
Oh
pierce armor.
boy. I near
Um,
no bell, Doman.
And then he's going to minor action, do a quick strike against you.
Warriors. Like
That's
quick
He's
another
he's really mad that he let you
That's
live.
another 20 to hit with the -2. And 4 stunt points.
How does he keep generating stun pounts on these?
You can do it on the minor action attack. You just can't do it with the warriors can do it with their
Lightnings.
quick attack.
Oh, that's really sick.
Yep.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick attack's awesome.
You just have the penalty to the attack.
Sorry, I'm not
he can do
questioning you. I
another-
just feel like I should probably like learn how this game works. You know?
You know what? He's just going balls to the wall. He's going to do another lightning attack on that too.
God damn.
Damn, he's pissed.
So that's another 18.
Garrus, drink potions. We got all those damn potions. Drink them. I'm down to 2. I've been drinking so many.
Yeah, I forgot to drink a lyrium potion. I've spent well over 100 mana already.
Yeah. And I think no, it has this damage. Okay. That one will miss. That's a 19, I think.
Yo.
Because your armor's a 20. Or
No, my
defense
armor
a
is
20?
19.
Oh, then I'll hit.
Nice.
Meets
beats.
What was that?
So that's another 18. Again, armor applies normally.
Golly.
What are you at, brah?
I'm at 32.
Oh!
Ouch.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
He unloads on you, Garrus. Like, after you captivated him and came up and like knocked his sword away, he just draws this monster two-handed sword. He says, "All right, you asked for this," and just wham!
Is Garrus
wham,
Dolman's
wham?
like fully like Dolman's like mortal enemy now?
So, you ever seen the movie Kung Fu Hustle?
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's this after Dolman just beats the crap out of Garrus, and you can see Garrus's hand pick up a little stick, and it sticks up into the frame, and he just ting slaps it against Dolman's face.
All right, end of Doman's turn. Now I'm gonna do Reyes's big.
Damn it, I
was-
remembered.
I was so close.
We almost made it.
Everyone needs to do Constitution Stamina again.
I already rolled. I got a whole 12.
You're trying to hit an 18, just so you know whether you succeed or fail.
Nope. Nope.
Not me.
Nope. I got a 15.
Might actually.
18 on the fucking dot. Jesus.
Okay. So Brila and Faye succeed. Doman actually fails this one, shockingly. So everyone that failed is going to take 21 points of penetrating damage.
How much
Calm
damage are
down.
we eating?
21 if you failed, and then 11 if you succeeded.
I need to calm down.
Help.
Yeah, I'm at 43.
I am at 11 health.
Help me.
I'm fine.
You watch as in the sky above you, the flickering stops, and you see darkness, just this void. But reflecting off of it, you can see, like, in this blackness, any sort of light permeating through the barrier, through this rift. You begin to watch materializing this, like, stairway flanked by these massive draconic statues. It seems to ascend, like it's building itself out into the distance. The surging mana, the surging energy around is growing. You can almost make out in the distance the sound of distant screaming coming from the chateau. Reyes looking up, eyes going wide. There. It's time. As you begin to watch him almost like slowly ascending up towards this portal. Veden, is your turn.
Well, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How bad's Faye doing?
Pretty bad. Well, I say pretty bad. She's got one less hit point than you right now.
That's really bad.
That's pretty bad.
If you finish her off, she can come back for us, but we also need to take...
We gotta focus. We gotta take him out. We gotta take him out.
Yeah, I got it.
But she's also so close on health, and she's fucking you up every round. She also, like...
Yeah,
you
but
can
if I
kill her
here,
this-
but here's the thing: is that if I use my bow, I'm gonna be able to do a lot more damage.
If you can... I hear you. But if you can kill her... Like, she's about to go, and she'll go before I go again, but if you can kill her before she gets around and can maybe get out of my spell, then she comes back as an ally. And that could be significant.
I'll try.
You do 23 damage. I believe in you.
If I roll good enough. If I roll stump points, I can get that high.
Do what you want to do, though.
Yep. No.
Carter, you're over there by Venom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say you take out Faye.
That's what I
Yeah,
think.
she's gonna get a turn before Carter.
Yeah, that's the.
Ah, fuck.
That's the main thing, is that she goes right after me. It's me, and then her, and then Brila, and then you, and then Carter.
Yeah. Fuck.
If
Take
she
a
doesn't-
potion regardless.
Yeah, I gotta do
Jesus.
potion. Gonna take a potion.
All right, minor action. You take a potion.
Smoke them if you got them, y'all.
16. Of course, I roll really good on this. 21. That's 24 for the potion.
Well done.
That was 22, 32, 42, 46. 46. Okay. I'm not in death territory. Is Reyes like? Can we tell? Like, is he showing a lot of injury?
Reyes has been pretty fucked up.
He's pretty
like,
busted, right?
Yeah,
between
because
your attacks and Yasmira's attacks every turn.
Yara was lobbing like 40 and 50 damage
Yeah.
at him.
But Yaz won't be able to attack him this turn.
I think Venom would go for Reyes.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
I think that's what Venom would do.
Mm-hmm.
Cure attack.
Well, first of all, he's getting a backstab.
Okay. So he'll do his perception. Seeing.
Perception seeing, and I would argue Venom is not at all what he's paying attention to right now.
That's pretty fair.
Especially
Remember,
'cause
you're
he's
at a
been
You're
pissed
at
at
a minus
Yaz,
2
too.
with the attack, but not for this. For the attack.
For the attack, okay. I got you. That's good. $26.
He rolled about as low as he could possibly roll. You succeed. He rolled
Alright.
2 1s and a 2.
And we'll get this backstab going. So I'm gonna roll to attack. Have a bonus to my attack. Oh my! I rolled really bad. Okay.
You get a +2 from Carter,
See how the math works out.
and a +2 for backstabbing.
$23
That hits.
with 3 stun points.
Did
And
you add +1 to it?
for what?
Stunt.
For Carter's, you get a +1 stunt.
I was like, to what? From what?
To what?
To what?
From what?
To what? From what? I have 4 stun points. I gotta pierce his armor. Do we decide he can't? No, he can't be moved. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
He can't be moved. Okay. Well, we're pierce armor, so I would ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gets to still use part of it.
He still gets used half.
Okay, so I can do that for 1. And what can I do for 3? Sucks. Done. Look at one thing. Don't need that. Don't need that. Sight loaded missile weapon. Chunky mercenaries. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what the benefit was, like lightning attack versus the second.
Perforate.
Yeah, versus the perforate. But the perforate it's better because it's identical. It's just 2
You'll
stun
get-
points
yeah.
instead of 3. Okay. Yes, so I'll pierce armor for 1. I'll perforate for 2. I don't have anything else I can do for 1. Is the thing. Because I can't knock him prone. Can I pierce his armor again?
No.
What are the 3s?
Sometimes you just gotta eat the one. if
Yeah,
there's
no,
nothing
I
to
was just
spend
trying
on.
to see if I could math it out, but I'll eat that one and I'll do a perforate. So the damage for this one is gonna pierce armor, and then that's the. No, you know what? I'm gonna do a mighty blow instead of a perforate because I don't trust that second attack.
Good idea.
Okay.
Good idea.
I'll do the extra damage on this one. Wow,
Man,
I'm
this
glad I
com-
did that.
Ooh.
Sorry.
This combat is so much sweatier than fighting the Archdemon.
Yeah.
Can we go back and fight the Archdemon again?
It's amazing how much more difficult it is when you're fighting more than one thing. That's
Yeah.
actually like threatening.
Yeah.
It's 28 damage.
Yeah.
29, because he's marked for death by me, so it's a +1 to damage.
It's 29 damage.
Bong.
29 damage. Minus 5 brings it to 24 damage. He has 23 hit points left.
Mother, let's go.
The math. It's mathing.
Literally every point counts!
The math is
Mm.
mathing.
As
Lethal blood.
you
good.
fire
Yes!
this arrow.
Wait, can I say some? Wait, do I have something
Yes.
cool to say?
Do some
Say some cool shit!
This is some cool shit.
That's Dragon Age.
And that's a Dragon Age. Do I have anything? Do I have anything cool to say? I don't really.
Ziggy says hi.
Oh, wait. I got it. Also, Sita, you moved your camera and now you're like half, just your eyes just aren't on stream anymore. Sorry, I just looked down. I look at Faye across from me. And I don't think this is a like, I don't think this is a show of force. I don't think there's any showmanship behind it. I think Venom is tired. I think they've been doing this for years. And Venom is ready for this bullshit to be over, and he's tired of these people. And I think just very simple, kind of looks to her, drops the knife, grabs the bow, knocks one arrow and aims for Reyes' heart, and just says low, "I am so glad Ziggy is not here to see what you all have become." And I fire.
You loose the arrow.
That's fucking
Faye.
metal.
Instinctively tries to like slash at it as it passes her, just grazing the feathers as it sails through the air. Reyes eyes towards the city, the golden city beyond, the destination of this megalomaniacal journey that he's been on. Doesn't see the arrow as it pierces his chest. He looks down, looks back up. Eyes go blank as he tumbles through the air. Falling, he crashes into the stone, and you watch as a ripple of magical energy explodes out from the point of impact. I need everyone to make one last Constitution stamina test.
Oh no, Eris dies. You have 11 hit points.
God.
Nope, it's bad.
It's not good.
You said 18 is what we were trying to hit earlier.
18.
Yeah, nope.
I got a 19.
Okay.
12. I rolled like shit.
If you succeeded, you take 25.
I'm down.
Oh,
If you fail,
oh.
you take 14.
Since he's dead, are the effects of his attacks...
Wait, time out.
Flip that.
What?
You said
You
if
said-
you succeed, you take
Oh,
25.
sorry.
If you fail, you
If
take 14.
Succeed, sorry, flip that. If you succeed, you take 14. If you fail, you take 25.
I'm still down no matter what.
Ouch.
I'm gonna roll
Yep.
for. Okay. Alright.
That's
All
a
right.
great number.
Faye also goes down.
Oh, okay. Well,
There you go.
now she's back as a spirit.
She's not dead. She's down.
Oh,
I'm giving them the same benefits as I would give you. Same way, Reyes is not dead. He is unconscious.
Oh, he's about to be fucking dead.
However,
Because at the end of his turn, Ben goes, "Fucking kill him!" Just at the top of his lungs.
as this explosion takes place, let me give the damage to the other two as well. When I say it was 25. Yeah, 25. The other two are still up.
Yeah, it's do not let him get back up.
Something else happens. The tendrils retreat back towards the sky. The portal shakes and then collapses in on itself. As it shrinks down, there's another concussive force outwards. The ground underneath your feet breaks. And this section of the cliff begins to crumble. All of you feel this weightlessness as this entire pinnacle of this mountainside begins to break and crumble underneath you, threatening to fall down into the waves below. Right now, Venin is still bound by is still stuck in the stone. Yes, Mira is still stuck in the stone. Garrus is
Down.
Down.
He is down, and I remember the rules. You have a certain number of rounds until you die. Carter, I think you're the only one that can move right now. You watch as Reyes's body begins to tumble down the cliff. Faye's body begins to tumble down the cliff, along with Garrus's. Domin and Brila immediately begin to scramble to save their fallen comrades. What do you do? I will also give Venin and Yasmira, you can do something if you want to attempt to try to break free, if either of you have the capability of doing so.
It's strength might to get out, right?
Strength might.
God, I have to roll an 18 to break somebody out.
What are the cards? Come on.
Do you have, what's it called? Any sort of earth or moving or...
How big of
Can I ask
an
a question?
object can I affect with levitate?
I have a question.
Yes, you have a question.
Hey, Yaz, you got any Gatlock left?
Do you?
We had vials
I
of it.
still have it in my inventory.
You would have been I wasn't tracking.
We
whether
were
y'all
keeping
had
track
used
of
the
how many
Gatlock.
vials we had of it because you gave Garrus one.
I have one, yeah.
I still have one left.
Okay.
Can you blow us free? It's gonna hurt.
Better than
Can
falling
you,
and
can we
hurting.
get a teeny bit and blast us free? This is my Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything for this.
I can give it a shot. Do you want me to do a traps to figure out how much I need?
Yeah, we can do a roll to figure out for you are under pressure in a dire
Yeah.
circumstance.
So
trying
roll, I would
to-
like you to roll to act under pressure.
and you're trying to be precise with this to try to not harm people, which
Yeah.
brings the question: you could fail this and end up not even getting anyone free, versus doing all of it and just risking
Harming
some
people.
some people going down from it. So
Okay.
then I'll say you have the
Garrus is
option.
already falling. If you need to blast me, blast me.
Also, how many vials do you have?
Just one. I gave
So-
one to Garrus, which we used, and then I had 2 left. Now I've got 1. Could I put it in the middle of where me and Ven are stuck?
I think you and Venin are pretty far apart at this point because Venin specifically, you're the only one that didn't move during this battle, so you're kind of right where you were at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Let me.
Venin specifically moved away from you, so I think Venin's pretty far from where you are right now.
Let me fall. Let me fall. I think because I think Venin had this thought, right? Venin was like,
Yeah.
blow it up. But I think locks eyes with Yasmira as everything is sort of falling, sees Garrus is going, is hoping Carter's gonna do something about that.
Yeah, I'll say everybody's
I
gonna
think-
get one action here, because you don't have a lot of time. You have enough time to do one thing and potentially get away. Any more than that is gonna be.
I will shout across to Yasmira, get yourself out. I can catch myself.
Okay. I'm gonna try to blow myself out.
Okay. Do not- I will say, do or do not. There is no try for this. You're not going to have to roll. You're just going to blast yourself with Gatlock essentially at your feet.
Okay.
I am going to make this roll. How much damage do I want to do for Gatlock? Let's go with 8d6 penetrating damage.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yow.
No, 8d6, not 86. So,
I know. Even then, I'm dead.
Nah,
Oh, no,
Okay.
babe, you're at
No.
43. You could survive.
you're dead at like max damage.
Use a minor action to take a potion.
Can I?
You
Can I down a potion
knock
right
back
before
a
I do
potion
this
and then
shit?
just throw the Gatlock on the ground.
Listen,
Come on,
the
it's so
odds are in your
badass.
favor at this one.
Come on.
No potion. Go for it.
Well, now I'm gonna feel bad if she dies because it was my idea.
So I can
No.
either roll it on roll 20.
No,
or
I got it. I got it.
You want to roll it with your
I'm
super
gonna
high
roll
rolling
it.
dice.
I'm gonna roll it with the dice. We'll give it. I threw one of the metal dice in, so hopefully that rolls shit.
Let's get some ones, baby.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 26, plus 26 plus 4 is 30.
30 points of penetrating damage. I'm gonna say Doman takes this too, because
Fuck
he
him.
was because you moved before him and he was right next to you. I'll be nice and say that Garrus does not get coup de grace by this.
Thank God.
Garrus is by
No, I was right next to
No,
Doman.
Garrus was right
Oh
next to you.
fuck. Okay.
but
Shit.
I'm gonna be nice and say that his body began to roll away, and you
Okay,
can aim this from the
good.
other side, and say that you didn't just have to choose between coup de grace and Garrus and saving yourself.
Thank
Uh,
you.
So Doman takes a big blast, and he gets thrown back. You get thrown back. Both of you just like explode outwards from each other. He goes rolling across the ground. All right. So right now, Yasmira and Carter are the only ones free. Yasmira has to recover from this. Carter, it is really your shot right now. If there's something you think you can do.
I think there's a couple thoughts going through my head. One is I could just go finish off Reyes. Another is I could bubble one person. I think though the best shot I have at saving as many people as possible is to ask you, Val, how big of a rock can I levitate under my feet?
What's the spell?
It levitate. It doesn't say anything about size, but like the effective strength score that would be affecting it would be an 8.
Let me look at this levitate spell. Let's see. Levitate. Why don't I see levitate?
It's on
Oh, there it
page
is, there it is.
120.
Yeah, got it. You exert telekinetic force on inanimate objects and motivate invisible for your hands. You must be able to see the object. Okay. Here's what. So it seems like this is something I just have to set the difficulty for. So grabbing like the rock underneath somebody's feet is going to be incredibly difficult. I'm gonna put that like target number 30. Doing like if you're wanting to grab a person, like if you wanted to pull Venom free, that would just be the difficulty of the spell that is currently holding Venom in place. So I think that's 21. Garrus is much easier to grab just on his own. You could do that. I would say target number like 15.
And I would be rolling with my spirit, I assume.
You'd be rolling.
I was
with
about
your,
to ask if we could roll magic instead of my.
Yeah, I think because it's let's see, when you cast a spell, split your magic score as you wish. between the effective strength, dexterity, and strength the object will have as you manipulate it. Yeah, I would say. I would say it would be magic spirit test to do this.
Well,
If you let Garrus die, Venom will never forgive you.
If you let Venom die, Garrus will never forgive you.
yeah.
you forever, Carter.
This sucks. Well,
If you get Garrus, we'll figure out then. That rock's gonna break eventually, and we can
always
do
figure out, Ben.
some cool ass like shooting an arrow with rope and some shit. Like we'll make it happen.
I
I can
survived the
move
poison that
too, yeah.
literally can't not kill you.
But
Okay.
Garrus is dying.
I think he goes to start casting levitate underneath you, Ben, and you just like slap him and point at Garrus or something to that effect, right?
Oh yeah, because you're right next to Venom.
I'm right next to you.
You literally because you literally just witnessed Venom saying like to Yasmira, I'll catch myself.
You had better survive. And yeah, I'm gonna go racing towards
And just
Garrus while casting levitate on some of the ground underneath him, hoping that if I can, I'll be able to like get onto it myself as I get there.
Okay. Do your magic spirit test. Difficulty is 15 for Garrus.
Oh, that's super easy. Yeah.
Did you roll to cast the spell already?
Oh, I guess that's that then, because it's the same roll. So 7, 8 plus 11, that beats 15.
I just want to make sure you didn't blow up in this moment.
Right, and then I turn into an abomination.
That would definitely change the situation.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah, I got him with a stun point if it matters, but yeah.
I'll say with one stun point, probably not going to make a big difference in this case, but you are able to.
2 stun points. 'cause my
Yes.
spell selective.
Oh yeah. You were able to grab Garrus as the ground begins to fall underneath you. Venom, you do have an opportunity to do an action before you fall. Everyone else is running towards the edge, the point of the break, trying to get to safe ground. I'm going to do rolls for Doman and Brila here in a second. You have a turn if there's something you want to try.
Venom has been standing here very patiently, telling his friends, get yourself out. Get Garrus. Don't worry about me. And while he's doing so, is doing a thing he's done exactly one other time, and is very carefully knotting the end of a rope around an arrow. And he's gonna wait, draw back until the last possible second, until I feel any sort of movement in my feet when those rocks fall away. I'm gonna fire and try to grappling hook anchor myself
Okay.
onto something solid.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and do rolls for the others. Brila,
My other option was to cry out for my wyvern friend and hope and pray he was somehow within calling distance, but that would only happen in the video games. He's very far away right now.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go and roll. Brila is gonna try to grab Faye. She does not have a good strength, though.
Poor
That's
Brila.
not going to be enough for her. That is a 14. Putting that same difficulty at a 15. She runs to try to grab Brila, or try to grab Faye. Faye's heavy armor just does not give. Like she's dragging her towards the edge. Doman is going to grab Reyes. He's going to strength. He rolls super well, but I think it's going to be enough. Okay. Doman grabs Reyes, begins to run towards the edge. I want let's see. Everyone who is running towards the edge to try to get out is going to make a dexterity acrobatics test. Venom, I'm going to have you make an attack roll. Venom, your difficulty is much higher.
That seems
Again,
fair.
this is life or death. I'm going to set the stakes suitably high. Luckily, none of you are carrying anyone, so you won't have any penalties. I'm not giving Carter a penalty for the magical manipulation. That's not inhibiting your movement. It is going to be a dexterity acrobatics target number. We're going to put it at a 15.
What about me?
Venom, you are making an attack roll.
Mhm.
Target number's 23.
Don't forget your +2. You got this.
Let me ask. Yes, Mary, what'd you get?
19. I rolled like shit.
Okay. You succeed. Yasmira rushes, gets onto the edge. Carter, what'd you get?
Well, I got triple sixes, so I think I'm okay.
Carter, propelled by the fate of, you almost feel like Eckert's hand at your back,
Mhm.
almost a whisper in your ear saying, "It's not your time." As you are pushed over the edge, and you make it. Venom, what'd you got?
28.
Yeah.
28.
I rolled 3 6s too.
Fuck yes.
I took a picture of them.
You all watch as you rush over. You turn back. Brila, kneeling next to Faye, does not even try to move towards the edge as she stays by her friend and falls.
No
Doman.
Ziggy to catch you this time. Oh. Fuck you, Doman. No. You better fall.
Doman has a +0. Doman rolled trip 6s.
That is 3
Three of
sixes on
them?
this roll.
3!
I will
Hey,
take a
life or
screen-
death,
Is
I
this dude
guess.
I'm going to
ever
take a
going to die?
screenshot that's going to include the timestamp right now so that everyone can see this. I'll post it after the game.
Is Doman the mountain or something? Because that's like where
No
I'm getting
kidding.
at that point.
You watch as everyone, Yasmira and Carter, you make it to the edge. You do not see anybody else make it. You watch as the ground crumbles down. Garrus's body still lying to the side. I imagine one of you is giving him a potion.
I'm
at
giving
some
it a
point
fucking
right now.
potion. Yeah.
Not gonna worry about having to panic for that. The cacophony of the rock falling and collapsing into the ocean below. You're almost afraid to look until an arrow tied to a rope impales itself on the tree behind you and then goes taut and begins to rip out of the tree
Grab it! Grab it! Grab it!
as the two of you grab the rope, and Carter, using your telekinetic ability too, now that you can look down, you see Venom, rock still like concrete solidified around his feet, clinging against the cliff's edge as you pull Venom up. The dirt and everything, the debris like splashing down into the ocean below. And I'm going to say that as Venom climbs up and Garrus comes back to consciousness, you look down and see the ritual thwarted, the sky closing up again, the tendrils receding. And we're going to cut to our epilogue. I know we're over time. but I want to give it its fair share. If everybody doesn't mind going a little bit over.
No, let's do it.
For cinematic purposes, we cut immediately down in the aftermath of all you stand on the edge, breathing heavily, heavily wounded, all of you. Garrish just on the brink of death. Cutting down to the ocean below, you see we follow Doman with Reyes's body. Comes up to the shore. A short while later, as he buries Reyes in the sand, Doman having no way to heal Reyes or bring him back in those moments, walks off into the distance, the lone survivor of the disciples. I'm going to read an epilogue, and then I'm going to let you all decide what you did in the aftermath, and if there's anything you wanted to do about that. 524 Exalted. 8 years after our story began. The climactic events of the age have come and passed. The wake of the Battle of Osley is cast over Thedas. At the height of the battle, Garahel, astride his griffin, struck the killing blow against Endural, sacrificing his own life to seal away the archdemon. The gathered forces of Thedas surged as the Darkspawn fled in the absence of their unified purpose. Together, Orlais, Antiva, and the united armies slaughtered Darkspawn by the hundreds, leaving the creature so thoroughly defeated that many wondered if they'd ever be capable of threatening Thedas again. Spoiler alert, they do. The Grey Wardens remain vigilant. Isaiah mourns her brother's passing, returning to Weishaupt Fortress to tend to the remaining stable of griffins. So many had fallen in Osley, and she spends her final years attempting to save the dwindling species with the help of Amadis Vale and Lucia de Lunar. Arlo, or King Azar Alberto Campagna, solidifies his claim to the throne of Antiva with his victory to end the Fourth Blight. Beset by suitors, Arlo quickly marries, the ceremony falling on the date of his coronation. He finds himself thrust into the epicenter of Antivan politics, a role he begrudgingly accepts, his ever-faithful shadow, Wolf, always present. Lambert Valmont is acclaimed as a hero of the Battle of Osley, his actions saving not only the new king of Antiva, but the fate of the politically volatile country. My music changed, 1 second. I want to go back, thank you. Continuing. The newly appointed King Azar Campagna expresses his gratitude to Lambert by raising him to station in Antiva. He returns to Orlais in glory and is given the nickname of the Swaggering Lion, a name meant to mock the young soldier, but one he embraces nonetheless. Years later, to secure the fate of the Valmont family, Lambert marries into the Campagna line, fathering 4 sons. Tybalt Arius bids farewell to Valrail. Journeying north once again to the Imperium, little is known of his actions upon his return. However, the magisters of the Imperial borderlands find their lives cut short in many rebellions amongst their slaves that plague them for years to come. Akant and Talus live a quiet life, leaving Valrio in secret for the countryside, far from the political machinations of the Khun. Yet, none of this should have or could have been, if not for the actions of a few souls, which nearly all the peoples of Thedas will never come to know. A small group of cut purses, spies, apostates, assassins, friends, whose hands unknowingly shaped the very future of Thedas itself. I would like to know from each of you where your story concludes. Now, bear in mind, I gave the canon fates for most of these characters that were canon, and then other fates for the ones that we just hadn't seen in a bit. So they can still, your fates can still tie with theirs, your epilogues could still tie in with theirs. Just because Lambert gets hitched later on doesn't mean he stops having a relationship with Venom.
Oh, Venom doesn't
Um,
give a shit. Venom knows
so-
that man gay as hell.
Yeah. So my question for each of you is, what happens next? Anyone can
I
start.
can start.
Okay, you
Mhm.
start.
Because I think. Because I think Venom, after a lot of finagling and a lot of sort of figuring out what all of these like disparate parts of him look like, right? Because he's pulled in a lot of different directions now. I think for a long time, tries to find ways to split his time between the friends of Red Jenny, obviously, Red Jenny, and the pub and everything that they own, and then trying to go back out and like connect with this clan. I think over the years that turns into spending less and less time in the city, until I think he mostly, at least in his later years, I think has sort of almost completely reintegrated and wants to, I think spends probably the majority of his time with Shayra. I think their relationship is vague and complicated and nobody really understands it, and I think that's okay. But I think makes time, comes back and visits, but I think over time it morphs into living mostly with his clan and then occasionally coming back to see everybody, and I think that brings him some peace. And he doesn't give a shit if Lambert is married, though. Like,
Oh, no. Lambert doesn't carry there. Neither does the person he married.
no. I'm sure she's lovely. We could get brunch together.
Well, I'll say canonically, we kind of fucked with things a little bit because technically he marries one of Arlo's daughters. But again, I messed with the timeline enough that I just said relative. So
Cousin, good.
Cousins.
Cousin is a good catch-all.
Otherwise, it's like a 20-year age difference.
Oh.
Yes, and the actions of Venom also lead to the restoration of a very important Dalish clan.
The Ilarian
Whose
clan.
descendants go on to accomplish great things as well.
And appear in Dragon Age 2.
And check out Dragon Age 2 if you want to know more.
Dragon Age 2, yeah, one of the main party members is an Ilarian.
Mhm.
In case you guys didn't know that, that's where I pulled that name from.
Hmm.
From the very beginning, I told Val, "Here, you make the canon work,"
And I did.
and you
somehow.
did. And I'm so proud
Anything
of you.
else for Venom?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think Venom ever has kids. I think
That's fair.
Venom is all of the little Dalish kids' favorite uncle.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever has kids. I think he's okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, as we fade from the end of Venom's story, venturing across Thetis to visit many lovers, aback his wyvern, Ravos.
Yeah, you know I show up on Wyvern back.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Go for it.
So after everything happened, Garrus, being that he's a Grey Warden, he doesn't know exactly like how much time he has left. And also because he hasn't heard really anything from Ziggy, he also knows that, yeah, this is probably the last bit of time that he has left. He doesn't know exactly how much it is, but he wants to spend it leaving a legacy behind. One, he has 3 kids. Um, he had 2 boys and a girl. Each one is like, I would say, like 2 years different from each other. This didn't stop Lucia from like continuing her Grey. She like went up into the ranks as a Grey Warden, but Garrus retired from active duty because he had to help run the Yasmira School for Wayward Children and Would-Be Thieves. The reason why he does this, though, is 3. 1, to get his kids into the school. They love their Auntie Yaz. 2, it's because he keeps an eye on every student that passes through the doors. And one student that he feels has that guts, that determination, he passes on a very specific mantle to them. It's called the Mantle of the Grey Fox. The Grey Fox has 2 jobs. 1, to defend anyone who needs help. The weak always comes first, and those that can't defend against themselves. And 2, you cannot leave Val Royale. You have to stay on a very specific corner. That is where you work out of. You patrol that corner. And if anyone is seeking the Threads of Red Jenny, you lead them to that spot. And that legacy continues for years and years. The legacy of the Grey Fox is something that is passed down from generation to generation. There's like every now and then there's like a little bit of a extra twist. So there was a Qunari one at one time. There was even one who was a Dalish elf at one point. But the legacy of the Grey Fox continued far into the future, I would say. And of course, Garrus 100% brought his 3 kids, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, to see their uncle Ben.
Absolutely. I imagine that in the far-flung future, these stories of the Grey Fox eventually reach the ears of a young elf named Sarah in the alienage, and Valrio, and these stories drive her to a fascination with the Friends of Red Jenny.
And that's me.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Yes.
Oof. I think Yaz gets a really good horse because she's traveling a lot. She goes and gets Arlo, as she, of course, will not call him among royal assemblies, but in private, still gets to call him Arlo. And with Wolf, I think helps set up his new spy network. Perhaps acts as his left hand for a time, but has too many obligations across the land to necessarily hold the post forever. So definitely continues to train people up for the job, but continues to be a very valuable source of information across Thedas as she very innocuously makes her way all over. Sometimes to visit her parents, a lot of the time to continue things going with the school, making those long treks. That she's not a fan of camping then, but she'll make her way out there occasionally too. The kind of life she's led, I don't think she's having any kids of her own, but that doesn't stop her from essentially adopting many of them along the way through the school. Being a harsh and strict, but also fun-loving auntie to Arlo's kids eventually. And I think among everyone, Yaz never takes her eye off things throughout the rest of her life because she has a lot of people across a lot of lands to keep an eye on for the rest of her days.
Excellent. Yeah, I imagine Yaz's influence amongst Antiva and across the lands, establishing these networks, carries on, if not the name, but the legacy of Red Jenny in many ways. Wonderful. Carter, we'll finish us out.
I think Carter is actually the first one to leave pretty shortly. After we return to Valrayo, there's a sort of restlessness in him that he can't seem to shake. And after a couple of weeks, whoever gets up earliest, probably Yaz, I would imagine, comes out and finds a letter on the bar counter. And I actually wrote this letter, but I forgot to bring it with me, so I'm going to do my best to paraphrase it. It says, to my most and dearest beloved friends, when I first met you, I was in a very dark place. I was alone in a city that was foreign to me in so many ways. And I felt so alone that I did not even want my face to be seen. And through you, I learned my own value, and I can never repay you for that. And I know that wherever we all go, we will carry each other with us. And for that, I have to go. But I will be with you always. I will see you in your dreams. And just know, I can't wait for what adventure comes next. And Carter's just gonna go off and be a fucking pirate. Fuck this high concept shit. He stops by what was that city in Taventer? I forgot, which one did we hit?
This was Minrath, or
yeah, Minrathus
Minrathus was the main capital he spent most time in.
Yeah, he swings by Minrathus, scoops up the Magistrix. I think
Incantatrix.
The Incantatrix, yep. It might try to snag up like Ty if he wants to go to, but if he's
Hot Pirate Captain.
Yep. And goes off with the Hot Pirate Captain. I think they end up in like a polycule.
Yeah.
With the ghost boyfriend too. But all of you every night, if only for a little bit, you dream of open waters and sunsets and Mai Tais and white sand beaches and laughing at night or playing cards around a lantern. And he never returns to Valrayo, but he stays close to you always.
Lovely. And Ty will certainly join you from time to time when he's not leading his many rebellions.
So many.
Oh, and we are
rebellions for that
dreaded
guy.
pirates too. The dreaded wyvern is feared.
I love it. I'll leave with one last thing. The Friends of Red Jenny. A name that is lost over the years to come, fading into obscurity amongst all but the most insignificant folk of Orlais. Lost to whispers and rumors, stories of those who stand against the status quo, who undermine the scheming, backstabbing, greedy nobles who believe themselves to stand at the top of the very world. Despite the years that pass, some still remember that all you need to change the world is a friend. And that's where we're going to end our session and our campaign.
And that's a Dragon Age.
And that's
And that's
There it is.
a Dragon Age.
Full
well
circle.
done, everybody.
Hmm.
Damn.
God.
Wow.
Oh,
They all lived.
we did it.
I
It
tried
did strike
fucking
me.
Live.
hard to kill one of you.
That
You tried
It-
so
Dude,
It
who
did
knew
sh-
the scariest part of the game was going to be the fucking cliff?
Yeah.
Everything else we've ever fought, I'm just like, oh, whatever, we got this, we got this, we got this.
Yeah,
Hit
I knew I
points,
couldn't threaten
can
y'all
take
in
this down.
open battle.
The
I had
fucking
to-
cliff
I had
almost
to
took us out.
Goddamn cliff.
Yeah. It did strike me that since I have that good healthy Dalish lifestyle to leave, and already being an elf in touch with not one, not two, but three elven gods, Ben indefinitely outlives all of his friends, and that sucks for him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or does it? Does he learn something along the way?
Maybe you learned something.
No, he goes to Vizier Graves and gloats on them.
Yeah, that actually sounds right.
I think Avenin was a gray fox at one point.
Oh, because he outlived. He outlived Garrus by
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah, he was definitely. I can still definitely see Venom being a gray fox at one
Because
point.
I think the Grey Wardens
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
like 10 years if they don't get killed in battle, maybe.
I never heard anything from Ziggy, so I'm probably going to die.
Mhm.
Oh no, I mean you're definitely gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die.
Don't say that to me. Then could still be out there somewhere.
All right, y'all.
He does dance on your graves though, because he thinks you think it was funny.
No, 100%.
Absolutely.
Garrison,
I think that's gonna be it. Don't
We
really
did
have
it.
any
We
in last
did it.
session, so no really end.
Well, that was a great little mini series we did.
that was a great
great
mini
Yeah.
series. I can't
Wonderful
believe
miniseries, y'all.
4 weeks flew by so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So I
was
kind of
crazy.
want to keep playing, actually.
I know, you know.
If we,
Do we want to turn this into a real campaign?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be sick, yeah.
if we ever
What are we thinking?
revisited,
6-7 years?
I would not hate coming back to Dragon Age the setting. I do
Just
not
not
want to
the
come back
system.
to Dragon
Not the
Age the
system.
system.
Never
Yeah.
again.
I mean, the
I would
setting
run-
has so many. There's so many other ages we could cause
Yeah,
shenanigans.
there's
in.
so many
Yeah.
other things that we could do. I love the setting. I despise the system.
It's an
I
impressive-
think
is-
Blades. I'm not nearly as familiar with Blades as you guys are, but I feel like
Blades
Blades would fit
would-
really well
So
here.
I was telling people, and we'll go into a little bit of a dialogue with this. Is that
Not too much
Blades
of a dialogue.
would-
It's 10:30, and some of us have to work tomorrow.
I know. So Blades would have been knowing where this system, where y'all wanted this setting to be, and kind of like where these characters started and stuff. Blades would have been the ideal system for
Yeah.
this. We wouldn't have gotten into any of the epic like save the world kind of stuff, but we would have gotten a lot more of the crime thing. The problem that I ran into running this game was that so much of your shit was combat based, and so much like
Yeah.
you're leveling up that I had to raise the stakes
Yeah, it was all
to
combat
accompany that.
abilities.
Yeah.
If we had just done like low stakes, like just like noble squabbles and stuff the entire time, it wouldn't really fit the like leveling up sort of thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, learned a lot, but I think it all turned out really well in the end. So I hope so.
Yeah. I
Um,
love these characters.
me too.
Kind of miss him.
What happens to Ziggy?
Dead. Dead.
I'll let you-
That's for another
Dead.
day.
And that's a Dragon
Okay.
Age.
That's a
Alright.
Dragon Age.
That's a
Dead.
You
Yeah,
know what?
I mean-
you know what? Hold on. No, leave it. Leave that a question
Yeah,
mark
we'll
because
leave it.
who knows? I might run another one shot.
We might do
Can't.
the search
Old
for Ziggy one
ass-
shot in the future.
Ooh.
Old
Like,
ass Grey Warden. The taint took him.
Well, who knows? He's with the architect. Who knows what he turns
Yeah,
into?
maybe the
or,
architect
like,
figured
what-
out. That would
yeah.
be a fun one shot
would
in
be
the
really
future. You know, everyone getting back together, be like, "Fuck it, we gotta go save Ziggy."
That would be pretty dope.
It'll be fun.
And then
Again,
he- and then he
different
goes to the
system.
deep
but-
road.
Different
2 weeks
system.
later.
All right, we're gonna conclude it there, everyone. We're way over time, so I'm gonna thank everyone out there for watching. We will be back next week. Join us for session 1 of
Yeah.
campaign
Probably
name
0.
TBD. I probably should come up with a name for this at some
Hey,
point.
yeah, it'd be super sick if we had, like assets for the stream and stuff.
Yeah,
Who's
I'll
gonna
talk
make
about
those
it.
in 1 week, I wonder?
I'll talk about it because I was also having a hard time because we're gonna decide so much during
Yeah, we got a
that's
quiet
true.
year. We got quiet year
got
for a
a
a
couple
quiet
of
year
weeks.
is going to determine. I haven't done any prep for this because I'm like, oh, we're going to do a quiet year. I'm going to do all the prep after we've done that. So yeah, we'll talk about it, man.
We'll
But
figure
yeah,
it out. We always do.
that join us for that next Monday. We're playing a quiet year. It's gonna be super chill for a few weeks, and then we'll get into Fistful of Darkness.
We
wanna
could
thank-
not be more excited to play Fistful of Darkness.
So excited
So
about this.
fucking
I have
excited.
a cowboy hat.
I'm your
ready
Huckleberry.
for this. Right there, got a
It's
cowboy hat ready to go.
Hanu.
Once again, for the last time for this campaign, I want to thank my lovely players for coming along on this journey and helping to tell this magnificent story. And we will see everybody for the next campaign. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
And that's the Dragon.
The Dragon
Age.
Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit, si loin dans le silence, gens ne se trompent point, de la peur il se nourrit.